no 5D before their name, so I presume we never took any 5D guys.
No, it's all perfect, all perfect.
Saying 15, you know the guys better than me, so
Yeah.
I'll just work with you.
Yeah.
I'll,
Yeah.
I think you know they.
There we go.
Maybe
I think
better
we
because
got.
some of them
I
on
think
your
it's back
team.
on now.
Is it? Okay,
So I know Nicholas Africa, obviously. Simplicity, I recognize. Skylex, I recognize. Drips.
Jellies, how's it, Jellies? Can you see us? Are we good?
Overdose.
we good, Jellies?
Dax. I recognize some of the guys. Yeah.
Let
We
me
should be live, yeah. Tiago, Monterio,
know why
Jays.
it's not refreshing on my side, but if
Should
you
be
can
live.
see the live thing.
Okay.
Excellent connection. It didn't ask me to go live. Yeah, we should be live. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. Yeah, everyone sees us. That's perfect stuff.
Okay.
So, oh wait, what happened to you? Oh wait, there we go. Okay, yeah, now you're all perfect. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna be doing the Punisher podcast. It's gonna feature myself, Bruce, and all the console trials from 4 till 7, or as soon as we can, get all of the questions covered and sorted out. Hope you guys can hear me clearly. Share the stream, let people know that the Punishers are live. You can also check the description to follow us on our social medias. Make sure to hit subscribe, hit the like button as well, and let's get one of the few candidates in today. So, Bruce, you have any words to say before we get into the interviews?
This competition has been great. It's so good to see the players that partook that played in this competition. It's wonderful, and I'm excited to meet the guys now. We've seen what they can do, and now we can at least chat to them and see what they're made of and whether they'll fit the Punishers or not. So I'm looking forward to meeting the guys. I've been watching some of them play, but as you know, as being part of the team, there's more to being a good player to be in a team like the Punishers. There's a lot of things regarding your character, how you conduct yourself on social media. So people think, but I'm a great player, why don't I make it? There's a lot of great players, but the Punishers in particular look for different attributes, not just your gameplay. So yes, excited to meet the youngsters and see who we're dealing with.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's bring over the first candidate. So I'm gonna bring over Avex, and let's get some questions in for him. So let's see. Hello, Avex, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Hello,
Avex,
welcome.
how are you, my man?
Hello, how are you guys?
Doing good, and yourself?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah, so welcome to the official podcast, or interview with the trials, the people that trialed to join the Punishers. So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. So first and foremost, let us know your name, your gamer tag. We know you Avex, but let us know. Just describe who you are and so forth.
So my name is Jordan. I live in Zambia. I'm not from South Africa.
Okay.
And my in-game name is Avex. And I started playing console comp about May or April, somewhere around.
Yeah, and what made you get the gamer tag Avex?
So basically, I wanted to find like a clean gamer tag, and so at the time I was like in school, but I had a free period, and name change had just come out.
Yeah.
For PS4, so I like searched the name Avex, but for some reason it wasn't showing. So I thought like the name just Avex that wasn't taken, but when I got home it was taken, and so I just like found like I added SB to it, random characters. So my first name is SB Avex.
Okay, cool. Before we go into the official questions or anything that we have on our side, Bruce, is there anything you want to, maybe talk about or question before we get into the questions that we have set here?
Yeah, sure. Avex, how's it, man? Congratulations for being in our second phase.
Thank you.
It's quite an achievement to get there. Just something small. I was talking to Alex just when the stream started that obviously to be a Punisher takes more than your ability.
Yeah.
You may be a great player, but we look for other stuff too. We look for character. toxicity, or you're toxic on social media, etc., etc. So don't be stressed with this interview. It's nothing serious. It's just so that I can get to know you guys better. I've been watching you guys play. So this is just so we get to know you, see, chat a bit. We can ask you a few questions. Just relax, just answer them like you're talking to your friends. Don't panic, because I know it can be quite daunting to go into something like this. But don't stress. It's nothing serious. There's no wrong or right answer here. It's just so that Alex and I just can get to know you and what are you about, where you're from. I didn't know you're from Zambia, so you see we've learned already where you're from. So yeah, no, just take it easy, just chill. There's nothing serious. If you want questions to ask, you can ask. It's all good. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so first and foremost, how was the 8 weeks of competing on the Punisher trials? I know that you didn't compete in every single tournament.
Yeah.
What other priorities do you have when it comes to your life, such as gaming, school, maybe, and so forth? Just explain how those 8 weeks were and what happened when you missed games and so forth.
So I played the first week, and then I think on the third week, my school had just started online class again.
Mm-hmm.
So for I think about 2 weeks I missed because like I was prioritizing that over over playing, because obviously I wanted to like get off on a good start to
Yeah.
online school. So and then I think another week I had a football tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I played 5 weeks in total.
5 weeks in total,
Yeah.
and finishing 13th on the leaderboard. That's not too bad, actually. I mean,
Yeah.
just shows the consistency in which those 5 tournaments that you played showed how consistent you were in terms of your placements and so forth. So that's really good coming from you as a individual and so forth. So soccer, is that something you do on a day-to-day basis as well?
Not day to day, but say once a week I try to go out and have like and play with my friends. So that like I don't, because obviously with quarantine here it's
Yeah.
not as easy, but like so that I don't lose like focus on it, because like it's like my favorite sport and it's like my main hobby. So
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay, so many people know you on console for also winning some EU. What was it? EU Winter Royale.
Yeah, Winter Real.
Yeah, so you won a couple of dollars over there and so forth. But do you ever see yourself switching to PC or staying on consoles throughout your gaming hobby?
Honestly, I haven't thought thoroughly about switching to PC, but um maybe in the future, but like as of now I feel like console comp would be easier, like if servers come to like win money, because obviously there are lots better players on PC.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I'd stay on console for a bit, and then once servers come, switch to PC.
Switch to PC.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff there. Okay, so playing in a console and slash mobile tournament, do you think mobile's OP versus console?
I think 120 FPS is OP, but 60 FPS isn't.
Yes, but having seen like some players, such I think Rory also plays 120, and all the other players are that on mobile except for Overdose, he seems to be playing on 60. You saying that the mobile community is a bit too overpowered in terms of 120 FPS?
Yeah, because mainly it's not really the FPS mid game, but say end game, if if it's stacked and we have Storm Siege, they normally around 100 FPS, where we're around 40, and 40 is literally almost unplayable, especially with the ping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, mid game and like unstacked tournaments is not as bad.
Not as bad.
Yeah.
And what? So if you were in a tournament perspective, would you then separate the community?
I'd honestly, I'd let them play in paid tournaments, but in practice tournaments, I'd maybe let them. I'd
Compete
maybe, yeah,
separately or something.
separate, yeah,
No, I see. Okay, so far so good, man. When did you start actually playing Fortnite competitive? Like and who introduced you to it? What was it like? Oh, I'm gonna take Fortnite competitive. What inspired you to start playing it, and when did you?
So honestly, when I first started playing competitively, I was on the ground pushing to arena. I think that was like season 7, pushing to champion
Yeah,
arena.
yeah.
Cause or I'm not sure if you know Flowers.
Flow. Nah, I haven't heard of him.
He played one of the tournaments. I think he was streaming it, and
Yeah.
he was like first for like until game 2. But anyway, he introduced me.
Flower.
Yeah,
Oh
Flowers.
yeah, yeah. I remember him now. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
introduced you to the competitive flow
yeah,
of flower or some chat people. But I remember that. I remember that day when I even thought he was on low ping. Yeah, it was interesting to see
yeah,
underrated player doing really well and so
yeah,
forth. So it was around about season 7 when you started Fortnite comp.
yeah. And about season 10, I think.
Mm,
Lalan Ban, I'm not sure if you know him. He introduced me to SA Comp when Squads was out,
yeah.
Arena Squads. So um we played a bit of that. Then once Arena Squads went, I stopped playing SA Comp for a bit, came back on Comp back.
You came back when duo comp was very active, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw you and Lyrical sort of pop off, and I was like, who's this Avex guy? And that's where I sort of come to know the which when you first came into the scene quite consistently in the beginning of the year, I was like, Jesus, this guy's insane, honestly. um, you, do you get into heated conversations with players, like and if so, how do you feel about like negative comments about social media, like when it's directed at you?
So normally if it's directed at me, I try either fix it in DMs or just leave it there, leave it at that. I don't
Yeah.
normally like arguing on social media, although it happens sometimes. Not I try not to do it often,
Mm.
but obviously if someone's like constantly trying to like get something out of you, saying negative things about you, I
Mm.
feel it's best to block them. And yeah,
What do you think about that, Bruce? Good way, hey?
Yeah, you know, Avex, we obviously as a team we got very strict rules and conducts and codes regarding Twitter. Becomes a war more than anything, and we don't enjoy that. So
yeah,
we've got rules. So you know, I spend a lot of time on Twitter. You won't see me commenting a hell of a lot, but I'm watching. I'm watching the young people, what they say, how they behave. They don't even know I'm watching. They don't even know I'm listening because I don't respond.
yeah,
So you know, I do that to make sure that I know who I'm dealing with before I'm actually dealing with the guys. You know, Alex, I seem to be very loud. Do you want to turn me
Oh
down? Are you
yeah,
able to turn me down?
I put a gain when
Okay,
Avex is talking. It should be perfect
okay,
now.
okay, guys. If it's still too loud, just let Alex
Yeah,
know.
no, it's perfect now.
So yeah, like Nicholas says, I see everything, but I don't know what comments. So some people, I really wanted to put in the Punishers already in the main team. You know, from a PC perspective,
yeah,
some young guys that I really believe have got talent and would be a great asset to the team. But then I watch them on Twitter and I watch them commenting, and you know, you can't always say what you want to say, Avex. You know, you might be wrong, but you can still be right. You might be right, but you could be wrong. So
yeah,
you know, I enjoy it when I hear youngsters say to me that they careful, because you know it's so easy to say what you want, and once you said it, it's out there. And potential sponsors don't want toxic people. They don't want a toxic team. They want something that aligns with their brand. So yeah, I like that, Alex. I like what you said, Alex. That's the right answer. You're at a disadvantage because you're the first one on the stream, and I can promise you all the other candidates are sitting in the stream listening to the questions, and
Yeah.
they now know the right answer for the toxic question.
Okay.
But
So
you know, it's fine. Just a question. How old are you?
18.
18. You're at school still?
Yeah.
Okay. Your mom and dad, do they know you play Fortnite, firstly? Would they be happy for you to join an organization, you know, if we had to choose you?
Yeah, definitely. I think um they'd be happy that like I'm doing something that I like, but at the
Yeah.
same time focusing on like school and other stuff that like are important to me. So I have to balance it out, obviously.
Yeah, because the reason I'm asking is we don't want angry parents. We've already had a situation where we received a call from a mother who was upset because of this, because of that, and we don't want that. And obviously, the console players are a lot younger than the
Yeah.
PC, you know, the PC players. So
Yeah.
we have to be upfront, because if we get phone calls from your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister complaining that you're in a team, then we have to remove you, and it's terrible to do that. So we ask the question up front, make sure your parents know, you know, that you play Fortnite, and then make sure that they understand you're part of an org, because we do expect you to spend a bit of time practicing. We do expect you to perform well in your tournaments that you play, but we don't expect you to do that at the sacrifice of your school. You know, we've always said that your schoolwork comes first, and then obviously after that we fit in with you. But you know, the punishers will require a degree of practice. So
Yeah.
if your parents don't like you playing the game or don't want you to play the game, then it can cause a headache. Hence, I needed to ask you that question.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah, that's good. At least that you have a supportive parents coming behind you in terms of your gaming and so forth. And but do you see yourself wanting a career in gaming or pursuing a career in gaming in future now or something like that? I did hear you say soccer is your main hobby, sort of, but in terms of gaming as a career, do you see that happening or wanted to make it happen?
As a career, I'd love gaming, honestly, if I could make it a career. But
Mm.
like if honestly speaking, like without servers, I'm not sure if, especially as a console player,
Yeah.
if it's possible to make it a career.
Now that's 100% true, 100% true, because no servers, EU cons like Winter Royale must have been the hardest thing to get that dub, you know, that $200 that you earned. So I can say you,
I didn't know that. That's fantastic, Alex. I didn't realize that he done so well in
yeah,
the with Real. That's really good.
Thank you so much.
You know, and like I said to Isabel, we were talking about it the other day. Sponsors want winners. Fans want winners. You know, the people who support the Punishers want to see the Punishers win tournaments, place
Yeah.
well in tournaments. You know, and that's wonderful that you're placing so well and winning money, because it's good for you, but it's great for the org that you represent if you do well. So that's very exciting to hear that you did so well in those tournaments. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for guys that can perform at the highest level. You don't always have to win, but you need to be above average player, and also you need to fit in with the culture of the team, because we do have some high disciplinary standards and some high requirements for our guys that make our team. So that's great. I wasn't aware, Alex, that Avex had done that. So that's
mm,
awesome.
mm.
Why you? Why do you want to join us? Okay, we're asking you all the questions now. I'm going to ask you another one. Why the Punishers? Why not another org? Why
Um,
us?
Honestly, Punishes because I felt like it's a team that I had to grind for it with the 8 weeks like trials, and overall they're not only a team but they like a family also. So I feel like the environment's really good, and uh they honestly look like such a good org.
Okay.
Interesting. Over to the last question that I have for you. Um, wait, sorry. Very, I was in the wrong category. Okay. You know, have you been in a team before? Like, have you have been, right, Avex?
Yeah, I have.
And with being in that team, what was it like? Were players looking up to you, or was the org owner saying, "Listen, you need to be more like this player and that player, or was your role really high in regard?
So when I was in the team, I was in it as a comp player,
Mm-hmm.
because they saw like I was placing in console tournaments, and so they being in the team like is, how can I explain it? It's really, it's not challenging, but you obviously have to like watch certain things you do, and because you're representing the team, so
Yeah.
you have to like be the best you, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we done with our first candidate. Bruce, you have anything else in mind?
Well, the next step's going to be obviously the guys are going to be playing 1 or 2 tournaments with you. Am I right, Alex?
Yeah, so just the final assessments is looking at how you do Avex in like solos, trios, and just these interviews and the next few tournaments that we are hosting is just your literal last assessment. So best of luck in that regard. I hope you do well. As you can imagine, there's 14 other players that we looking to pick up, so we want to see how much you involved just besides the console league, how much you are involved in the console competitive community in South Africa. So those will be your last final tests and so forth. So I hope you do well in that regard.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, Avex.
Thank
Appreciate
you so much.
Thanks, man.
All right, have a good rest.
Okay, you too, man.
Cheers. Okay, so Gogoda, before we go over to our next person, how do you find Avex as a player? What would you like to tell the stream and so forth of listening to the first person?
Look, he's answered all the questions correct. Alex, the toxicity is obviously a big one with the Punisher. The fact that he's placing well is a big one. I wasn't aware he's from Zambia, though. It might be tricky to get him to a LAN and that.
Yeah.
When we get the team together, because we've already got guys in Botswana and Namibia who represent the team, and now Zambia.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice to be a truly African team, because that's good for sponsorships as well.
Yeah.
Most teams are South African. We're one of the only orgs that I know of, unless you can correct me if I'm wrong, Fortnite org at least. That's basically an African organization. We've
got Botswana,
4 or
South
5,
African, Zimbabwean, Namibian,
Zambia. So yeah, it's good from that perspective. He's obviously got the ability. He's humble as far as I can gather. Good chance, I would say. He's got a good chance to make the Punishers, and I'm saying that, but he's the first person we spoke to.
Yeah.
But he has all the attributes, to be a Punisher. But all the 14 guys that are named, all of them on their play alone, if you look at their gameplay alone, are good enough, in my opinion, to represent the team in a competitive mode.
Yeah.
But as you know, Alex, there's more to the team than just competitive. There's attitude.
Exactly. There's more attributes to a person than just competitive, because an image is a huge thing joining an organization.
100%. So I'm not saying he's going to make the team, but I'm just saying he hasn't done himself any harm.
Yeah.
We'll see how he goes further on, and then we'll see. But there's 14 very capable youngsters that we still got to talk to over the next whenever.
Yeah. Let's bring in the next.
Let's see. All I can say is those that don't make it mustn't feel disheartened, because all of them on their gameplay could make it.
Exactly.
But like we say, it's just we look for more, and we can't take everybody. I'd love to take 14 players, and then we don't have to do these interviews. But we're limited to what we can do and who we can take. So that's why we have to do this.
Well, introducing Skylex, I'm bringing him into the thing.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Skylex? Welcome to the first ever Punisher podcast featuring the console mobile community.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Skylex. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
I'm very well, thank you.
Doing good. Introduce yourself. What's your name? What's your gamer tag? Let everyone know who you are.
My name is Razine Timon. My gamer tag is Skylex.
Yeah.
I play soccer outside of gaming.
Yeah.
Under 13.
With the under 13, what are you 13?
No, I'm 12.
Oh, okay, turning 13.
Yes,
Okay.
in December.
Okay.
What do you play on Skylex? Do you play on Xbox? Do you play on what are you, mobile, PlayStation? What do you play? What are you?
I play on PlayStation 4.
Uh-huh.
I'm currently planning on getting an iPad.
Oh, so you're going to the mobile part of things.
Yes.
Yeah, like you heard, Avex 120 FPS end game, it's gonna be beneficial for you. So you don't plan to switch to PC at any time. That's correct, right? You're gonna stay on console or mobile throughout your competitive journey in South Africa.
Yes.
Now, that's good. That's good. So soccer, how is it? How can I phrase this question, Bruce? How important is soccer towards you? Whilst you have your competitive fortnight going forward?
Are you asking me?
No, I was
wondering.
yeah.
You said Bruce. I was wondering.
Skylex?
If I'd have a tournament, then
Yeah.
now like today at 3 o'clock, and my soccer game is also at 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would probably choose the soccer game from the tournament.
So soccer is a really important aspect of your life or journey.
Yes.
Now that's interesting to know. At least you're being very upfront with us, letting us know what you truly love, because that just shows a person you are in, how honest you can be. You're not saying, oh no, choose Fortnite, whereas when it comes to the day of the tournament, you like, where you? Can't play, I'm at soccer. So that there is already a really good attribute to you as a person. So thank you for being very upfront on that. How would you describe your personality or yourself?
I'm not really too sure.
What do you mean?
I like playing games, honestly.
Yeah.
And
are you outgoing? Are you a very energetic person? Like those type of stuff, just like yourself. If I was your friend, I was like, yo, tell me about yourself, Skylex. No pressures here, eh?
Okay, I'm energetic. I play outside with my friends. Sometimes, if I get the chance, I normally go outside with my parents. Days I go.
Is it me or is his mic skipping?
It's cutting out. The mic's cutting out. Yeah. I don't know.
Skylex, your mic's cutting out a bit. Skylex?
Hello?
Yeah, your mic keeps cutting out a little bit, hey?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening there. Hello?
I think it's a few technical issues there, Alex.
Yeah. Skylex?
Hello? You guys hear?
Yeah, no, he's definitely cutting out.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe Skylex, we'll bring you back later on. We'll continue with the other players, but just stay in the interview if you can hear me, or if you're watching. Someone just message Skylex and let him know that he will come back later on when he maybe fixes his internet connection. So I'll just put him back into interview, and then I'll get let's see who we have here. Let's do this candidate. I'm bringing over Overdose. Go get that. So let's see how he does.
Right.
Okay, what's up, Overdose? How you doing? You can unmute your mic.
Hello, how are you guys?
Hey, how's it going, man? You good?
I'm good, and yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
Doing good. Yeah, interesting afternoon for the console and mobile community. Do you think?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm saying it's an interesting afternoon for the mobile and console community in South Africa right now. We're trialing for Punishers, eh?
It is. There's a lot of different competitors, 120 FPS, 60 FPS, console, everyone.
Yeah,
There's a lot of competitors.
a lot of competitors. Explain who you are, who's Overdose, and what is your real name.
My name's Jack. I'm from South Africa. I live in Joburg, and Overdose wasn't originally my gamer tag. My name used to just be Jack,
Okay.
my standard name, and I changed it when I would I think I changed it around season 5 when I wanted to grow more on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was just searching around YouTube, looking for unused names.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, brainstorming, and I came across Overdose, and I thought it sounded clean. So,
What are you
I switched over.
overdosing on? I'm joking.
I hope it's Fortnite and not something else.
Exactly.
Nothing, don't worry.
Yeah,
nothing.
Fortnite.
No, we don't need a high player in the punishment.
we don't. Is there any word? Explain 3 words or just a single word that describes Overdose.
3 words.
You can choose up to 3 words, 2 words, or 1 word.
Hardworking.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm pretty hardworking, and I guess, this is kind of hard now that I'm here. Hardworking and skillful, I guess.
Skillful. Right.
You gotta have self-love.
Self-love, yeah, definitely. Okay, perfect. Hardworking. And Bruce, throughout the 8 weeks and the image Overdose, have you seen a hardworking competitor in the scene?
Oh, no, I've seen you play Overdose. I've watched quietly from the background. Izzy's been doing all the work with Aero and Ruan, and they guys have been really involved. I haven't been involved too much, but I'd obviously log in. I was saying to some of the other guys, I'm a lurker. I'm lurker Gogadad. I like to lurk, and I do it on purpose because I want to see what you oaks are up to. You know.
Yeah.
You've got 5D in front of your name. That tells me you're part of the 5D guys. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm part of my family over at 5D.
Yeah, a whole lot of people from 5D have played these trials. I think, Alex, am I right in saying that? A lot of them have played.
We definitely have had a number of people. Yeah, Vex, Rory, Shields, and Overdose.
One of the rules that the Punishers have, it's not a rule, it's just an ethical thing, is we don't poach players from other orgs. So if you're another org, we won't go to AG, for example, and try and get gloves out of AG. We won't go to Bravado and try and get Neymar. So the question I've got to ask you, you've applied for these trials, obviously knowing that it's for our team. What are 5D going to think of this if all the guys there are playing in our trials? Have you guys had this discussion with them or not?
Well, I've already spoke to Jax, and he said, he's very supportive. He said, if I want to go for it, I can go for it. He's given me tips, how I should play, how I should, organize myself on social media. And he said, just give it my best if I would like to go for it,
Okay.
So they won't have a problem. Let's say if we decided to take you, your org won't say, the Punishers are poaching players. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, no, they would not. They would not.
Okay, because we don't do that. We don't approach other players.
Yeah.
If we get approached by players that are in orgs already, we make it clear that they must please discuss it with their org or their clan before they come to us. Because I don't agree with, there's enough good players out there to fill gaps if we've got, and we don't enjoy going to other orgs and stealing their players. So that's why I'm asking, because there is a number of 5D guys I saw playing, and I was just curious as to what the org would say or the clan would say, whatever. I'm not sure what you guys are, if you're an org or a clan. Okay, that's fine. As long as they know about it and they're okay with it, then it should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect then. Yeah, as long as you it also just shows that you a outgoing person. Can I say that you rarely talked about it with your current owner and so forth, and let them know what your decisions are. So when it comes to talking to either Bruce or Izzy, I'm sure that you would be very upfront and open-minded when it comes to communication.
Hello, I think I've just lost connection. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, I got you.
I think I lost connection.
Okay, let's just take him there and then bring him over again. Can you hear us? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us? Weird.
Okay, yeah, we can hear him. He can't hear us.
Yeah. Maybe just completely.
Yo, can you guys hear me? I think I'm back.
Oh yeah, we can. Can you
Okay,
hear us?
sorry about
Okay,
that. Yes, I can hear you.
Just, I see Chubbs is in the chat. How's it, Chubbs? Nice to. Thanks for joining us. I see there Goga Dad should start playing Fortnite. I can't, my man. You'll kill me every 5 minutes. I can't even build. I can hide and I can shoot and I can run. That's about it. I've seen how you've been playing. You're a master, Chubbs. I'm way behind you when it comes to ability. So I think I'll just watch from the sideline. You're a master, man. I'm carrying the flag for the old bullies like me. But yeah, I'm not on your level, Chubbs. You too good for me, my man. So I'll just watch you play and shout from the sidelines.
Yeah. What was my question again? I completely. Oh yeah, no. Basically, just saying you're a very upfront person, so that's good that you
thanks, man.
communicated with your current owner about where you're going and what's your journey like and so forth. Overdose, you're a mobile player and you've probably had a lot of hate towards you competing in console mobile cups, and mobile aim assist.
Yeah, mobile aim assist.
Auto fire, whereas none of the players use auto fire and all that stuff. So having all this negativity around mobile players, maybe you personally have been attacked on social media or something like that. How have you handled yourself when it comes to Twitter, your YouTube? Maybe someone comes in your YouTube, they're really toxic towards you and so forth. How are you as a person and so forth?
Well, to be honest, I don't really get much hate because I don't have a 120 FPS iPad. I play on 60 FPS.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, I do get accused of auto fire, which is not that good.
Yeah.
And haters just fuel me. I really don't care what people think. They can have their own opinion.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I just let it go.
Let it go. Yeah. That's good. That's good that you say
That's
that.
a key. That's a key for us. I mean, I've always made it clear that if you're a Punisher or you want to be in the Punishers and there's a degree of toxicity in you, you won't make the team. I mean, I deal very severely with our players when they get cute on Twitter and attack other players. I personally believe that there's DMs for that. Because
Yes.
when you cause a Twitter war, everyone's got their own opinion, and some guys will agree with you, and some guys will not agree with you, and then it just becomes a total disaster. So the rule in the punish is simple: if you got an issue, then you take it up with the player privately. If you can't resolve it, let's say it's a player from, let's say, Elite Gaming, then I will talk to the owner of Elite Gaming, and we'll talk, and we'll be civil, and we'll solve it.
Yeah,
This
of
thing
course.
of where you calling, like what happened with Popcool, with that youngster, where people are attacking him and calling him this and calling him that and telling him he's a cheat. It's not right. No one needs to be treated like that. And in the team, our team, the guys all know. You'll very seldom see a Punisher comment, and if they do, and I spot it, we take action, because there's no ways that we will tolerate that. So I like your answer. It's the right answer.
Thank you.
But make sure it is who you are. And it's easy to say to me, I'm like that, but you're not. You hear what I'm saying? Guys
I get what you're saying.
Guys always say the right thing because it's the right answer.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're not, because if you get selected to play in this team, you'll be caught out. And I just remove people. Izzy's the mom of the team. She loves everybody. Yeah. She cries with you. She hugs you. She kisses she's the mom. I'm the dad. I kick your backside. I don't mess around. And you can ask Izzy, I don't care who you are, if Gogaby, who's my son, step out of line, but I'll kick you out of this team, because the team is bigger than any one player. It's bigger than Hutchie, it's bigger than Gogaby, it's bigger than St. Nate, it's bigger than anybody. So that's how we operate. We love our players, we look after our players as best we can. We're a family, but we've got strict rules. We can't have chaos. So we try and avoid any sort of toxic going on, in our community. I'll say it. I had an issue with my captain the other day. I'm sure he won't mind me mentioning it, where he said some stuff on Twitter that wasn't appropriate.
I saw that.
You saw that, yeah. And I can promise you can speak to my captain, ask him what happened. We don't tolerate that kind of stuff, and especially for my captain, who's my and I've got a lot of respect for James. He's a great captain. He's a great leader of my team. But sometimes also, you get the heat of the moment, you say things that you're not supposed to say. And I deal with that very, very strictly. And, so, as long as you're not toxic, it's great. because that's what we expect from our players. And you can never win a fight on Twitter. It just becomes a mess. So we don't encourage that at all.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes I might get a little bit heated if someone
Yeah.
DMs me on Discord, saying I'm
Yeah.
bad, whatever. But it's
See,
it's
that's
all
where
good.
you
I'll
got
just keep it to myself.
Even with my captain, and James is very good. He's very self-controlled, but even he, and I can understand it. There's moments when you just lose it. We have to try and limit that, because you can't win once you chuck something out. People have got their own opinions. Some will agree with you, some won't disagree, and then it's all sorts of mess. So we try and control it and handle it within the team and do it respectfully, because you can disagree with someone respectfully. You don't have to attack them and call them names and this and that all over Twitter. So
Yeah, of course.
that's why it's a key point, and that's why I said to Avex, I think it's Avex before you, I watch you. Not when I say I watch you, I watch everybody on Twitter, and there's some great players that should be playing for the team that aren't, because of things they say and fights they cause on Twitter. So it's a very important point to us.
Good stuff happening right here, guys. And for those of you who are just joining us right now, this is just a podcast between the Punishers and the finalists, or phase 2 of the console trials. Those who were chosen out of the 200 and something players, 14 of them are joined by us today to get more info out of them, know who they are, and so forth. So right now we have Overdose, and this is basically us questioning him, putting him in the corner, and must give us them answers. So being a mobile console, do you see yourself going to PC anytime soon or anytime in the future?
Well, to be honest, I quite enjoy mobile. I actually have an Xbox, so I'm sort of a hybrid, but I don't really play competitively on my Xbox.
Yeah.
I just use my Xbox for my cinematics when I'm making montages and just playing with my friends that at school that have an Xbox, right?
Yeah, okay, I see.
And yeah, in the future, I think I might just stay on mobile. I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you're a mobile player now at the moment?
Yes, I currently am.
What do you use? iPad?
Yes, I use an iPad.
Okay. He gets 60 frames though, so he's not the OP iPad user, and to surprisingly finished 5th on the leaderboard. So that was good stuff coming in from Overdose, showing consistency and so forth.
How do you compare to Zyko? I think it's well known, or Zyko is regarded as the best in SA. Am I right in saying that, Alex, when it comes to mobile?
Yeah. Even console.
He console.
No, arguably PC as well.
Even console, he's number 1. He beats
console. So he's cross platform.
No, I'm saying he's number 1 console and mobile. So he's just the best.
Both.
No,
I thought he played on mobile.
Yeah, he's a mobile player, but he outplays the console players. Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can play with him. You can hold your own there, Overdose.
Yeah, we used to be trio back in when trios was first introduced. I was a trio with Vex and Zako, and then trios disappeared and we just sort of split up. And he's a great player. I've watched him grow over the years, watched him win money, watched him make thousands of rand. I have a lot of respect for him.
And as a player, if you meet him, how's the skill gap? Is it there?
I do like a good fight.
Yeah.
I think Zako, if you're watching the stream, sorry, I might be wrong, but I don't think I've lost a fight to Zako in solos.
Interesting. Nice.
Okay.
Hopefully Zako is here.
Zako, I'm sorry,
How old are you, Overdose? How old are you?
I'm 14.
14. Your parents, your mom, your dad, do they know you play Fortnite? First question. Second, are they happy with you if you had to join an org?
Yes, my mom knows I play Fortnite. She's probably watching the stream, actually. I sent her the link, she's probably watching. I've spoken to her. She's very happy about all of this and how I'm competing.
All right, because if we have parents, how the team operates, the culture of the team is your school comes first. Okay, we have a few players in our team that play or still in school. So obviously your school comes first. We expect you to focus there, and the team will come second. And if you've got sport that might clash with the times we need you to play, you need to tell us. So, we were talking to the youngster before. What was his name, Alex?
Skylex.
He's a soccer player, which is great to know. It doesn't mean he won't make the team. We can always work around your sport, but it's important that we know up front, so we don't put unnecessary demands on you when it comes to your sport because you didn't tell us. You know, we know you were a
Yeah.
captain of the cricket team, for example. Now you got to play on a Saturday, but there's a tournament, and you say it clashes. So we don't mind if you play sport, but it's important that we know about it so that we can work with you around it. Yeah, and also we don't want parents phoning us and saying, because you guys are still underage. You know, most of the console players are young. You know, 15,
Yeah.
14, 13, 12. Some of them even younger. And it's important that mom and dad know what you're getting into and what you're doing and what the punishes are about. So that they don't phone me or Izzy and start shouting and screaming and say, but my son's got baseball, now you want him to play, that kind of stuff. You know, so it's very important that they know you play, they support you, and that they're happy for you to join and all. Because when you sign a terms of agreement with us, one of the quotes there is your mom and dad happy? Do they know you play Fortnite? And etc. So that we don't have problems, you know, because we want your parents to be happy. We don't want them to be upset and fight with us and you because they don't want you to play Fortnite. Because a lot of parents don't support the youngsters playing Fortnite. So that's why I'm asking to make sure that won't be an issue. You know, if you get selected,
Yeah.
now mom's not happy or dad's not happy because we can't have that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So having supportive parents, do you see yourself going into gaming as a career or, you know, as a main hobby, like dedicating most of your time spent to improve yourself as an individual, as an esports player and so forth?
Oh, I'm on holiday right now, so I actually have a lot of time on my hands. I can, you know, practice every day. And I think in the future, you know, if I potentially move the country, I can maybe make some earnings in Europe. And
Yeah.
but I don't really think it's a career simply because we're in South Africa and mobile and 200 ping doesn't really mix well.
Yeah, that's why I'm mentioning main hobby, lots of time spent on it. So it has to say, like joining an organization, it's almost as if you're spending your time working to represent, working to do well in tournaments. So it's a lot of time putting to playing for an organization, having your time set aside for this day and that day when there's tournaments, or has to say if you are busy, you know, you notify us. So as a player, do you see yourself being that determined when it comes to Fortnite and gaming?
I mean, of course, I really like Fortnite. You know, it's a really good game. I do think I'll take this. If Fortnite keeps going for a few more years, I'll definitely keep playing and keep working for it.
That's good.
And keep trying to push in tournaments.
Yeah.
You don't stream, am I right?
He does.
You're not you stream?
I stream not often though, maybe once or twice a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
all right. Cool.
As a player, why do you want to join the Punishers? What made you, you know what, this is what I want?
I think it's just awesome that, you know, a father of the player in the team, you know, decided to make a team, and I think that's really cool, and Izzy as well. And I just like I feel like the players in this team, it's like they're more of a family, you know. They like to work together, you know. More of the Punisher players are actually in a trio together. I just like the way they build on top of each other and work together, you know.
And that's what you're interested in.
Sorry, there's a fly bothering me, Alex. You'll see me swatting. It's flying around.
Okay, no problem. It's fine.
Me swatting. There's a fly. Yeah. No, look, you know, there's some great teams. You know, I've got a lot of respect for Anarchy Gaming because obviously Bradley Gogaby played for them before as well. Elite Gaming, you know, there's some great orgs out there. I'm hoping we set the trend so that we get more teams bringing on some console guys, you know, because I've got a high respect for the console community. And I'll tell you why I say that is because Gogaby started as a console player. You'll remember, Alex, the days from Elite Gaming. Nathan, Saint Nate, started on console. So and these guys now are relatively good PC players now, starting on console. So I believe your next Ninja could be on console. That's just my opinion.
I actually didn't know they started on console. That's quite cool.
Started on console. Gogaby switched about a year ago. I think a year ago. He switched. The reason he switched is because he said, you know, if you want to compete, and let's say if you look at the World Cup, you know, in America, there were very few console guys there, if any. I know one or two did well in the qualifiers, but majority was PC. And there's a general theory that if you want to compete at that level, you have to switch to PC. Now, not everyone wants to compete that level, and the chances are maybe we'll never get there unless the spin comes right, you know. But
Yeah.
I honestly believe with the talent that South Africa has got, not just South Africa, Africa.
Yeah.
If we get our ping sorted, if we get our service, I believe within a year the top players will be able to compete at least with the top European players and the top USA players.
Yeah.
So so that's why I've got a soft spot for console players, because a few of our teammates or of our team has climbed through the ranks starting on console. So that's why I want to get a team, help you guys grow, and then also hopefully Anarchy Gaming and 5D Gaming and all these guys will get a team as well, and then we can have great competition and between the console and the mobile guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
It'll be
course.
quite nice.
So we've covered almost everything, you know. But maybe we can ask this question for you: how do you prepare yourself for a tournament?
Well, while I'm in the lobby, you know, I'm waiting, watching the queue go up. I say my prayers and I just message my friends, you know, wish them good luck. They wish me good luck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speak to my teammates. You know, that's just what I do before a game.
And the day before, or like in the morning, do you ever find yourself getting nervous for a tournament?
Every single tournament, it's nerve-wracking.
Well, that's good then, because it just shows that, you know, you're expecting a lot from the game and you want to set standards, so maybe causing some nerves to go up and down. I mean, if you don't have nerves, then I don't know why you're playing Fortnite, because nerves, that's what happens at tournaments. You get nervous. You need to...
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to say, Bruce? I think we covered it.
Yeah, I think we've covered it. You obviously, there's going to be a next step. I think we're interviewing about 7 people today, or 6, 7. Am I right, Alex? Today,
Yeah, we're ending at 7. Yeah, there's still
and
a
then there's
number of
another
players.
7 next week or sometime. We're going to be playing 1 or 2 competitions. I just want you to know, if you don't make it, please don't feel offended or don't feel that you don't have the ability. I was saying before, all the guys that we're interviewing have got the ability or the potential to play in our team. We're just looking for the best fit for our team, and that may not always just be ability. So it's not, it's not personal if 1 or 2 guys or whatever don't make it. It's purely the fit, the best fit for the Punishers at the moment over there. So just be aware of that. It may not be that you're not good enough. All these 14 players, in my opinion, are good enough to play with us, but we can't take everybody. So we got to try and figure out he's got great ability and he's going to fit the team culture well. That's what we're looking for. Okay.
All right.
Have a good one, Overdose.
Thanks.
All right,
Dan.
thank you.
Thanks,
Cheers, stream.
Okay,
Cheers,
bye.
cheers. Okay, yeah, let's get straight into the next guy. Darius, I think is his name. Oh wait, let's bring Skylex back and see if his mic is better. Yeah, he's still there. So, Skylex, is your mic better? Testing 5-4.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello,
what's up,
how are you?
Skylex? Yeah, so your mic seems to be better
Okay.
now.
Yep, I resolved the issue.
Okay, awesome stuff.
What Skylex, tell us what was wrong?
Was it your internet or something?
There was something wrong with my internet, yes.
Okay, I see. Okay, so
Sorry, Alex, you're a mobile player, am I right? I can't remember what you said. Are you a mobile player?
I'm a PlayStation 4 player.
Okay, PS4. Okay.
Okay, so Skylex, when did you start playing Fortnite comp in South Africa?
I started in January.
Mm-hmm.
My friend VG Enko,
Oh, yes.
he told me about the Elite Pro Series and Avex.
Mm-hmm.
Asked him, could he invite me to the Discords?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then he invited me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw a EPS tournament.
Yeah.
The first one duo tournament with Jullies and not King won.
Oh, that was in January, yeah. January this year.
Yeah. I wanted to play in that, but I really didn't know how to register.
Oh, I see, yeah. So it was so you sort of joined sometime this year in the beginning.
Yes.
That's good, yeah, and you're still going quite strong. Skylex, the name Skylex is quite recognizable in the community and so forth. So you're 12, correct?
Yes.
2013. How do your parents find you competing in Fortnite and trying to trial for a organization, knowing that you play soccer more? Like, are they strict in, say, in any way, or are they happy with you playing?
They actually really support me
Mhm.
with games and with soccer.
Okay.
They actually want me to have more hobbies.
Okay, I see.
Like, I used to play cricket,
Yeah.
but I don't anymore.
Yeah.
I just stick to soccer.
And Fortnite.
Yes.
Perfect stuff. So how do you are you on Twitter? You're on Twitter, correct? Yes.
Yes.
And do you stream as well? You stream as well?
Yes, I live stream on YouTube.
Yeah, so you live stream, you're on Twitter, you're very active on social media. How does negativity get to you, or how do you respond to negative comments about you in your YouTube, in your Twitter, and so forth?
I don't let it get to me.
Mhm.
Like, don't let them get in my head.
Nice. Yeah.
Because I don't want them to bring me down.
Okay. So use the hate as a motivation in a way.
Yes, haters are my motivators. And
Hey.
You get a lot of hate, Skylex.
not always.
Who's hating on you? Is it console players?
Yeah, some console players.
Are they toxic?
Yeah, some of the toxic console players.
Well,
But I just focus on the positive.
exactly. Positive is the way forward. I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, if you've been in my streams. It's all about positivity.
Are you toxic, Skylex?
Nope.
Never.
I get heated sometimes if people like.
Do you think Alex is toxic?
100%.
Me. Oh, Skylex.
Why must we pick you? Why must we pick you, Skylex? Why do you think you'll make a good member of our team?
I actually really enjoy the game, and I think I would contribute a lot to Punishers.
Are you good looking? Because all the Punishers are very sexy people. They're good looking people. Are you good looking?
I don't know.
Don't worry. Gogo Dad's just pulling your toes.
Look how handsome Alex is. You see, we've got good looking players in the team.
Okay. Let's get serious again. Oh, Skylex, yeah. Have you been in a team or org before?
Yes, I've been in Radiant Esports. I've been in Intig Gaming.
Mm-hmm. And what happened with them? What was the situation like?
Radiant Esports closed down.
Yeah, and Intig?
Intig, I've got removed.
Why did you get removed?
Because at that specific time, they were only concentrating on PC players.
Oh, so being on a console, sort of, they didn't want a console division anymore.
Yeah, that was like in February, I think.
Yeah.
Then the owner of Intig just messaged me, and then they said, "Yo, sorry, we're not focusing on console players just yet."
Well, at least Punishers has sort of made way, or can contribute to your competitive journey in terms of having a console team. So I guess that's why you participated in the 8-week trial.
Yeah, and that's what I actually like about Punishers.
Yeah, it's that they have a home for everyone and so forth. So that's really good. And then, so do you want a career in gaming, or what is it that you're looking to get out of gaming as Fortnite? Is it?
I definitely want a gaming career.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe do soccer as a hobby.
As a hobby. So if you get more good or plays really well in Fortnite, you're gonna focus a lot more in that in South Africa.
Yes, definitely.
That's good. That's good to hear, and nice to see what you really want. And
my parents are really supportive about it, and my brothers.
That's good. That's good. So at least no one's gonna come punching me in my stream and saying funny stuff. Why is Skylex playing Fortnite only? that's good. So how do you prepare for yourself? How do you prepare yourself for a tournament?
I actually I just get a cup of water, drink it, I shake off the nerves.
Yeah.
Just sitting creative for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 to 15 of the tournament.
Okay, good. Yeah. Now it sounds like a good schedule to get yourself going. You know, water's good.
And
yeah.
And I sometimes listen to music, calm and soothing music.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Anything else from your side, Gogodar?
No, I think it's fine, Skylex. Look, you're doing so well for such a young man. You can be very proud of yourself. You know, we keep an eye, or myself and Easy keep an eye on you guys. Just keep grinding, keep pushing. You know, I said to the gentleman before you, I think it was Overdose we spoke to, if you don't make it, please don't get offended. It's got nothing to do with your ability or anything. It's just we can't take 15 or 14 people into the team. It's just too many. So we're going to try and find the best fit for the Punishers. And I'm saying to everybody that if we don't choose you, please don't now hate the Punishers or hate me. It's not that you're not good enough. It's just that we need to find the right fit wherever possible. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely won't. I'll keep supporting and I'll keep
thank you.
Awesome. You. Also, Skylex, you must take part in the upcoming console tournaments throughout EPS and so forth. You know, continue competing. Yeah. Those placements and consistencies will be looked at. So, best of luck and hope you have a good evening ahead.
Yeah. And I also got new controllers, so my analogs are a bit stiff. Analogs.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. You need to break into them and make them good.
Yeah, to get them loose.
Yeah. Okay. Well, have a good one, Skylex.
Thanks, Skylex.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, cool. Yeah. Now let's just get this going. I was about to bring in Dax, but you guys spammed him already. So we got Dax. He's a really good player, Gogodad. So let's speak to him and see what he has to say.
Okay.
Hello, Dax. Welcome to the podcast. Hello, Dax. You can unmute the mic. There we go. How's it? Yes.
I'm just selling.
Yeah. How
just
you
playing
doing?
the tournament, I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is Dax? What's your name? And why Dax?
My real name is Marcus, and my in-game name is Dax. Obviously, I think most of the people would know that.
Yeah.
And I just got that from a rapper, like someone that makes music. I like to listen to him, and so I just got his name. So I just stole his name from him.
That
and
guy.
It's Dax. Yeah, that guy.
It's Dax. That guy's funny, bro. He's always talking about how he cleans and everything. He's a good rapper, though.
Yeah, he's very good. I like watching him.
Okay, yeah. So, Fortnite console. Would you ever be considering switching to PC, seeing that you're really a consistent console player and so forth? I mean, a lot of the console players like Gogaby, Psycho, you know, even Hachi, Neymar, Kareem, all of them were on console, but they were really consistent when it came to competing, and therefore they decided, you know what, I'm going to get a PC and take this further into gaming and so forth. Are you going to be doing that? Or you sticking to the console?
I'll still show in the see in the future, but for now I think I'm gonna stick to console. But maybe when we get servers, when there's more opportunities for like PC players and bigger tournaments with bigger prize pools, then I think I'll switch to PC because the prize pools will obviously be bigger and the chance of making a career out of the game will be bigger as well. So yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. No, that's good.
But for now I'm just selling on console though.
Okay, perfect. How old are you, Dax?
I'm 15.
And other activities you do?
Yeah, before lockdown, before this whole thing, the pandemic, I used to play basketball with my friends, like just outside of gaming. I used to play basketball, and then for like in school for the sport, I played rugby. But I recently stopped because our school like isn't giving a team for under 15s for us. So yeah, I just stopped playing rugby. So I'm on the basketball and gaming right now.
Okay, cool. And your parents, they supportive in your journey to game and join
Yeah,
an
they 100%
organization?
support me. Yeah, I told them from the beginning that I start gaming. Then I told them about it, and they support me. But I only started talking about like entry fee tournaments recently, and they said they will support me in whichever way I want to go. They will just like if I need money with it, I'll be able to pay the entrance fee, stuff like that. But they're really supportive, and then my brothers as well. They like to see me doing all.
That's really good. That's really good that you got a
Yeah.
supportive family behind you. Just motivates you as well as an individual
Yeah.
to just do better. You
Yeah.
know, bring back the trophies from, well, although you don't get trophies, but the achievements from winning tournaments and so forth.
Yeah, 100%.
How many you played quite a lot of the weeks? Did you play all 8 weeks?
I think I might miss the 1 week, but no. I think I played everything.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I played everything.
how many of them did you win?
I think I won twice or once.
Yeah,
I 100% won once. It might be
Yeah.
twice. I don't even know.
One of the really consistent console players, in my opinion, here, Bruce, is Dax. He's actually first on the whole leaderboard for the console trials. He came first with 127 points, and then Nicholas Africa, who's second, 95. So Dax really consistent, and you know when he can come out of sticky situations, being third, and all of a sudden comes in first and so forth. So it's good too that we have him on call today. So is there anything from other than the official questions that we have that you want to ask him?
Dax, you obviously a very good player. If you don't make the team, how would you be?
I'll just keep on grinding. You know, there can always be more opportunities in the future. I'll just never stop grinding because I enjoy the game. So it won't be like a struggle for me to stop grinding because I'll just like keep on and waiting for more opportunities in the future. But yeah, it would be really nice joining.
Are you on PS4 or Xbox? What
I'm on PlayStation, but PS4.
PlayStation. Okay. Yeah. Where are you based? Where are you? South Africa. Where do you stay?
I'm near Port Elizabeth, but not in a like known place. I'm Eastern Cape. Eastern Cape though.
Okay. If we had to fly you up for a LAN to compete in a LAN tournament, etc., your parents would be okay with that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're 100% be okay with that because I talked to them like about the school cup and stuff like that, like the LANs that happened in South Africa. I've talked to them about it, and yeah, they're supportive. They like chilling with me. They will support me with about that.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. You've got obviously everything that is required from a player perspective. It's now obviously attitude, and I think if you've been following the Punishers or if you've been listening to this podcast, you will know that if toxic people are not welcome in the Punishers, and we obviously deal very severely with players in our team that are toxic or decide to express themselves on Twitter, you know, and it doesn't matter who you are. You're the captain of the team, like I said early on. We deal with you, and we've got strict rules. Could you do that? You could be careful what you say, because I remove people from teams if they're toxic. I don't even give you first warning, second warning. I just get rid of you because you're toxic. So I haven't seen you toxic or noticed anything, but I thought I'd just mention it. If you are, that could cause you not to make the team quite easily, because that's what we don't want, you know. My captain gets attacked often, and he knows that he represents the team on Twitter. So we've got a structure. So if, let's say, you get attacked by a player, you take it to the captain of the team. He then deals with the player professionally. And like I said before, he slipped up the other day, and then I had to deal with my captain because that's not what I expect of him. And but he deals with any issues that we might have on Twitter, because there's a way to do things. And I see too many young players with so much potential, just saying what they want, attacking other players, attacking other orgs, etc. And that's not what we're about. We have a system how we deal with problems, regarding our players or whatever. So you're not toxic, I presume. I haven't seen you, but I'm just chucking it out there.
No, I have had beef obviously in the past with people, but not too serious. And then I sorted it out. I don't think at the moment. I don't think there's everyone that hates me or has something like against me, and I'm just trying to be nice with everyone. But if there comes like a group of friends, obviously that will be toxic to me, then it will demotivate me, and I'll just try and keep quiet and just do my best to not stay toxic.
You remember, because I say this, you don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
I watch a lot. I say nothing. I come into streams. I sit in the background. I lurk around. I watch Twitter every day. I don't always say anything. People don't even know I'm looking. I read comments because I want to. There's obviously going to be Dax the player and Dax the person. Now we know Dax the player is very good because your results tell us that. But who's Dax the person? Is he able to keep his mouth shut when he's being attacked? Is he able to go to the captain of the Punishers and say, "Look, I'm being attacked. This is what's happening. Can you assist me?" And then the captain handles it on your behalf. So so that our sponsors and potential people that want to support the team don't see a Punisher player shutting his mouth off and etc. We've got rules like Punisher teams don't land on each other. To grief each other. You don't do that. There's a rule against that in the team whereby definitely if you kill each other in a fight, that's may the best team win. In a fight.
Yeah.
If I know you land at Slurpee and you're a Punisher and I go there and land there on the purpose of killing you, we don't encourage that because that is not sportsmanship in our eyes.
Yeah, I feel
different
that.
If you during the game and you fight and you kill each other, that's different. Or end game, you kill each other, that's fine. But when you purposefully want to grief another team, or we got strict rules like that because we want to be known as a team of integrity, a team of good sportsmen, and that's why we've got these rules. So it's very important that you're able to abide by these rules. Some guys can't. I mean, I was saying earlier, there's some great players in South Africa who the Punishers would love to approach, but we can't because they're just too vocal on Twitter. They just say what they think and they do what they want, and it's too risky for us. So we don't do them. So that's why I'm chucking it out there. Not saying that you are or aren't, but so that you know where we come from.
Yeah, I feel that 100%.
Cool. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's I've seen maybe 1 or 2 times, on Twitter, and we've even spoken about a situation. It was a small one, very very small one, Bruce. But I haven't even seen Dax do anything.
I don't mind. I don't mind what happened before.
Yeah, what happens in the future.
Whatever you do. Look, I look at you and I either speak to you or I don't. Now, if you know the rules are this and you abide by the rules, then there's no issue going forward, Alex. But it's when you're in my team or my org with Izzy's team and you just think you can say what you want. We don't accept it. And as quick as you come in, Dax, you get removed. That's how I am. I was saying before, Izzy's the mom of the team. She loves you, kisses you, hugs you, pats you on the back. Don't worry, it'll be better. Gaga Dad kicks your backside and removes you from the team. And it doesn't matter who you are. It can be Nathan, it's Izzy's son. K9, we've got a third owner that's in London. And the same applies. I remove you or I put you in the academy if you don't know how to behave. And we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because that's not what the Punish is about. But we have strict codes of conduct and we expect a lot from our players. But we're a family, if that makes sense. So we get a balancing between playing hard but playing fair, Dax. That's how we are. Not criticizing. My goal, Izzy's goal, I'm pretty sure all the older players, Popcool's dad, we older people, if you want to call us that, we're older generation. We support our children, and we want the best for Fortnite South Africa. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're an Anarchy Gaming player and you make it to the World Cup finals, I will get behind you. The whole Punishers team will get behind you and support you because you're a South African Fortnite player. And that's who we are. So this toxicity that's creeped into the game, attack each other the whole time and break each other down and run each other down, that has to stop because we need to create an environment in South Africa where Fortnite, we're a community. We support each other and we pat each other on the back. If Anarchy Gaming team does well, the Punishers will be the first to congratulate them because they support something bigger than the org they're in. So that's why we're so finicky. We're trying to start a revolution where this toxic behavior from players must stop. And we must start rather patting each other on the back. Like with Neymar. I don't know if you watched Neymar when he played so well.
I have.
The whole South Africa got behind him. That's what we need. That's
saw
what we
that.
want to build you. To if you're playing in a console tournament and you're going to win some money, I would love it if the whole community gets behind you and starts cheering you on, because that's what it's about. The more we can get our players recognized in the international stage, the better for all the orgs, all the players, everybody. But this fighting toxicity that I see on Twitter between players that have got such great talent is what I don't enjoy. So that's why the team that I own with Izzy, we have strict rules against it, and we won't tolerate that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dax, why Punishers? And have you also spoken to Jax about your current situation and so forth?
Yes. I've spoken to Jax about it. I messaged him, but it's a bit ago when I started about thinking about organizations and stuff like that. Obviously, because I'm always looking to improve with, or like just take a step up and get better, and always like that. So, and I think that Punishers, as we can see, like they're supporting the console community a lot, and obviously the PC community as well. So I think they're like one of the, if not the best, one of the best supportive organizations in South Africa, and that's why I would like to be a part of them.
Thank you so much for those words.
I've got a soft spot for console because, like I said, Gogabi, Hachi, I think Sako, a lot of the great players on PC now started on console.
Exactly, yeah.
So you got to start somewhere. So to say that the console people are they this, they that, they're not important. No. Some good PC players began where you are, Dax.
Yeah, most of them.
And Gogabi switched because his dream, and I support his dream, is to qualify overseas. The biggest dream would be one day to somehow make the World Cup when we get servers, and wouldn't that be awesome to have a player? And he knows that on console to achieve that dream of his is very difficult. So he made the decision to switch, and he's doing okay now on PC. But it was a hell of a bind, a hell of a difficult thing for him to do when he first did that. So I see the next Ninja on console. Why not?
Yeah.
It could be. We could have the next World Cup Fortnite champion playing on console at the moment. We don't know that. We could. So that's why with Punishers support console, support mobile, PC, and it's just the right thing to do because everyone's important in the community as far as we're concerned.
So console versus mobile. Are you hating the mobile OP FPS that they have?
No, I'm not hating it. Obviously, it gives them a advantage on the console players because of the FPS. But if we don't get stacked in games or a lot of players like that, then we will stay on 60 consistent FPS, and they will still have the advantage. But they also have a lot of disadvantages, that with everything like they're playing on glass and stuff like that, which I respect them for because I can't even imagine myself playing on mobile.
Yeah.
That's why I respect mobile players.
Yeah, it's a good thing to place in a console 20 being on mobile, especially if you're on 60 FPS, because you're playing on your fingers, most of your screen is covered, and I don't really know how players do it, but they make it happen. So yeah. And then what are 3 words that describes who you are?
I'm supportive. I've confidence and competitive, 100%.
Okay, nice. That's who Dax is, and we look forward to seeing more of him maybe in the future if you join. But again, this is still the phase 2 assessment of the console trials. Make sure to play as much console tournaments as possible. Handle yourself the right way on social media, YouTube, comments, anywhere. Literally, someone might be watching and that person could see any bad thing. So, anything else you want to say, Bruce, before we go over to the next person?
No, I think it's good. I think obviously thanks for your time, Dax. Well done. You've really performed well in the tournaments. You've got a great future ahead of you. Hopefully the Rand show happens as well, next year, because I know they used to have a big console tournament. I don't know if they're still going to do it, when hopefully you guys can come up and play and that kind of stuff, and really put your name, because that's where Gogabi, Hachi, I know Karim all played last year in that tournament. You remember Alex, Karim, in the Rancher console tournament.
Mm.
So, and those
Hannibal.
guys are all great players on PC now. So yeah, and well done, Daxa, for winning
Thanks.
our tournament. Great
Thanks.
chance to become in the Punishers, because of your performance on itself. But we want to first make sure that you'd fit, that you have the right attitude, all those things that go along with being a Punisher. So yeah, but well done.
Yeah, I feel that. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Have
Okay.
a good one.
Guys, same for you guys.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Okay, bringing in Darius now. So let's keep on moving. he's deafened, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear us. Hello, Darius. Darius.
Come in, Darius. Come in.
Someone messaged Darius. Oh, he left completely. Oh, there we go now.
He should run away.
Hey, Darius. Oh, he goes again. Darius, what's up, bro? Don't click anything else.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello.
Hey
buddy?
guys. I'm
we
good.
good?
How about you?
Doing good. Doing good. Who is Darius? What is your name? How old are you? And describe yourself.
My name's Liam. I'm from South Africa, Cape Town.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 15 years old, and I play on PlayStation 4. Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it.
Nice.
Okay.
Your parents, how are they when it comes to gaming? Do you do other activities and so forth?
I play soccer as a sport, kind of semi-professionally.
Mm-hmm.
My parents, they like me to balance like schoolwork, games, sport, balance all three. Like they don't want me to sit on one for too long.
Yeah. And when it comes to joining an organization, are they happy with you pursuing that journey?
Yes, they are supportive. Like when it comes to games, they've taken me to about two or three lands
Mm-hmm.
before. Yeah, so they very much like supportive with it.
Well, that's good. That's interesting to find out. And your soccer being semi-pro and so forth. How will you balance competing weekly after lockdown? Because I know lockdown has helped you compete a lot more because there's no soccer and so forth. But after lockdown, how are you going to balance competing and playing for an organization, representing weekly and so forth?
Well, soccer is basically like normally matches are on Saturday morning, so it's basically up till about 12 o'clock. Normally
Mm-hmm.
tournaments aren't that time, like that early in the morning. Tournaments probably start about 3, so it shouldn't clash. And like I train 3 times a week, so it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and
Okay.
it's about and it's only about 4 hours, so it's like 5 till 6.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all. You have a lot of time at your hands to focus on your gaming and so forth. Focusing on your gaming, are you looking to, move from console to PC anytime soon, or what is it like for you?
So basically, I've been saving up for PC because I was thinking about switching. So I stopped playing comp like for a while before they started bringing console
Yeah.
and mobile only
Yeah.
tournaments. Because like console in PC community were like at a bigger disadvantage because of frame rates, input delay,
Yeah.
and so forth.
Yeah.
So like I wanted to save towards a PC so I could switch to PC comp, but then console comp came along and I started playing that. So I think I'm just gonna chill on like PS4 console for
Okay.
now.
Interesting, at least, yeah. You know, you're on social media and so forth. Negative
Yes.
comments about you. How do you handle them? How do you handle your DMs? How do you handle people on YouTube saying stuff about you? And be honest, because we may be sitting around on Twitter and we see something that's an instant red flag to join. So how are you when it comes to social media hate and so forth?
Normally I try like sometimes block the person if they like saying like negative comments on clips of mine or posts of mine or that. Like sometimes I do get frustrated with stuff people say and obviously like fight back, but which I'm not supposed to. But I try my best not to. I try my best to ignore like negative things that people comment on my social media.
Okay, well, it's good to maybe focus a lot on ignoring the hate and, maybe just blocking instead of getting
Yeah.
frustrated, because it's not worth your energy, time, and as well as your public image and so forth. So focus a lot on just ignoring what the person has said or commented on your social media. Have
Yeah.
you been in a team before these trials?
No, I've never been in a team in my since I've started playing Fortnite. I've never joined a team.
Okay.
I've always been a free agent. Yeah.
Oh, always a free agent. Good stuff. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
I'm very competitive. Like I like to compete against people. I'm very how to explain. I'm very funny. I have a good sense of humor. I'm also very confident.
That's good. It's good to be confident, sense of humor, and competitive. You want to make us laugh?
Not now, really.
I'm joking. Why do you want to join Punishers? What was the strawberry on the cake? If that even makes sense, Jesus.
In my opinion, not like I'm not like bad mouthing any other teams or anything, but basically Punishers are one of the first big orgs to recognize console mobile players, like trying to get a console mobile roster. So I'd really want to join them because they're more like a family. Like I can see that each player, like they nice to one another.
Yeah.
They together. Like I don't know how to explain, but yeah. And also I played 8 weeks, like grinding 8 weeks to join the team, which actually made me work for it like properly.
Yeah, it wasn't something.
That you got like free.
Yeah.
It was something to work for.
Yeah, which is always interesting. So your only motivation is now that there's a comp scene for console mobile, so that's what's pushing you and keeping you going throughout the competitive scene.
Yeah.
Cool. And then 9th on the leaderboard. What do you think you could have done better to place higher on the results?
I'm a really good teamwork player, so I think like almost every team tournament I've played, like duos, trios, I've came top 10 with my duo or trio. Solos I need to work on a little bit, but I'm slowly improving because a lot of drop spots are taken, and I don't wanna I'd explain ego fight drop spots. So I look for one that's normally uncontested.
Yeah.
So I try watch pro players on Twitch, follow loot paths, everything. I tried one recently and it actually helped me out. So I'm slowly improving in solos.
Okay, awesome stuff, man. Awesome, yeah. Anything from you, Bruce?
No, I think your results speak for themselves. Also, you're a very good player. I said to some of the guys before that you could actually be number 1 on the leaderboard and not make the team, and that's got nothing to do with your ability. It's got to do with your fit in the Punishers, because we need you to gel with the team. Because you're right in saying that we're like a family. We're strict. We've got very strict rules in place regarding Twitter and that kind of stuff. We expect our team to perform well, especially our main side, our pro team as we call them. So they're under a lot of pressure. The academy guys, which is also a young team that are starting to do well, they're under pressure. And our mobile team, we'll expect you to do well and to represent our org, with pride and with passion. And yes, we look after you in that, but we are strict when it comes to Twitter and that. So be careful what you say on Twitter. Don't just say the first thing that comes into your mind. Just rather cool down and then go from there.
Wow.
But yes, you have the ability. Please understand that we can't take 14 people into an org. That's how many people we're talking to, because there's just too many. All of the 14 are good enough, in my opinion, ability-wise, to make the team. But we have to now try and find who would fit in better, but still have the ability, So that's it. So please don't be offended if you don't make it, Darius. It's got nothing to do with your ability. It's just we're trying to find the best fit, and you obviously have to compete. Alex, how many 20s are going up? Do we know yet? Another 2 or 3, eh? Coming up.
We got 2 this week, I think. Yeah, 2 this week.
Okay, so play in those. Do the best you can. Hopefully, I would say in September, we'll be done, and we can announce who's going to be joining the Punishers. We don't know how many. It could be 4, it could be 3, it could be 2, it could be 1. It just depends. We haven't decided. That depends. If we get 4 great candidates, we'll take 4. If we get 1, we'll take 1. That's just how it is. So in September, hopefully we'll be able to announce the team, the console team, and we will be having more little 20s running in between then, just to make sure that we give everyone a chance again and get the right candidates. So yeah, but thank you for your time. We appreciate your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Cheers. Have a good one, Darius. Okay, so now we're getting Rory. Let's get Rory in. Rory, what's up? Welcome to the podcast. Rory, you can unmute your mic.
Hello.
Hey, Rory, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Good. Explain who Rory is and your name. How old are you? What platform do you play on?
So my name is Rory. I'm a mobile player on 120 FPS. I live in Johannesburg. Yeah.
Johannesburg, nice. And your parents very supportive when it comes to gaming, or do they know what you're doing or pursuing and joining the Punishers?
Yeah, my parents are very supportive. Like, they were happy when I told them I joined 5D, even though they don't know. They know it's an organization, but yeah. Yeah, and I do very well in school. So they let me play Fortnite all I want. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other activities going on for you?
I used to play soccer, and then I went to boarding school for 2 years, and then I came back. I was about to join a soccer club, then COVID started, and yeah.
Oh, I
so
see.
I'm not doing anything right now. Yeah, I'm just playing Fortnite.
And Jax, have you spoken with Jax as well, letting him know that, hey, I am in a trial to join the Punishers, so there may be a potential. I may potentially be leaving 5D. Does he know of your current situation?
Yeah, he knows. He's very supportive. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, and you as a person, what is your goal in South Africa as a Fortnite competitive player? What are you planning on achieving and getting forward and so forth?
So I want to be known as one of the best mobile players. I also when we get servers, because I know we'll get servers. I want to make some earnings and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's about it. Yeah.
So your goal is to get well recognized for the person you are. That's good. Yeah. And joining Punishers, why Punishers?
Because I like the way Punishers discipline their players.
Yeah.
Because if you're toxic, you get kicked. And I think that will better me as a person, because I'll actually think when I'm on social media. Because I wouldn't want to risk getting kicked, because that would just be embarrassing.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, the owners of Punishers are grown adults, so I know that the org will be run professionally and maturely. And yeah.
Anything from your side so far, Go Good Dad?
Yeah, we adults, but we kids at heart.
Yeah.
Where have you seen a 53-year-old man and a 21-year-old Izzy worry about Fortnite? Yeah, we love the game. We love the talent that play the game. We enjoy young people doing well. My opinion is, you're playing Fortnite, you're off the streets, you're not in the clubs, you're not, I've got a soft spot for gamers. We've got great talent in the country, and I believe that South Africa are going to do very well if we get service across all platforms. So that's why we get behind the consoles too. Like I said before, if you were listening, I don't know if you listened, but Gogaby, Karim, Psycho, I think Hachi as well, Nathan, I think, if I'm not mistaken, as well, Saint Nate, all started on console. And they've all switched to PC, because obviously to play in the World Cup, which is the team's dream. I know it might be a massive dream, but you know what they say: if you don't dream, if your dream doesn't scare you, then it's not big enough. So, I'd love to see a Punisher one day make it there or compete internationally on an equal footing. And it doesn't matter who it is. I'd love to see any South African do that, you know. So, but obviously, from a Punisher's perspective, ability and character go hand in hand. You may be number one, but you don't make the team because you got a bad character, for example, you know. So we're very strict like that. Izzy's the mom of the team. She loves you, looks after you. You know, she's the mom. I'm the dad. Kick backside. Get out of line. Say the wrong thing. You deal with me. You know, bring the team into bad light. You deal with me. Don't perform adequately. You deal with me. That's how we operate. But we love our players. We look after them. We support them. We take care of them, etc. And that's why Alex asked you the question about your mom and dad, because the last thing we want is parents phoning us and complaining that you not doing your homework and you're now busy with Fortnite, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's very important that they're aware of what you do. How old are you, did you say?
I'm 16.
You're 16. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so, yeah, that's really what the Punishers are about, is to grow the community, to support young people as best we can with the means we have, to make you give you something to grind for, to you know, to represent something bigger than yourself, and yeah, to become a great player. That's the plan of the Punishers.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's really interesting to see going forward and so forth. But also, you're on mobile, 120 FPS.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself switching anytime soon or anytime in the future?
No, I'll never. I don't think I'll ever switch. I've never touched a controller nor a keyboard. So, yeah.
You love your 120 FPS mobile.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
I still don't know, Alex, how guys play on mobile. How they can play.
To this date, I have no idea. To this date,
I mean, yes, I don't know how it's possible to play on them. It must be very difficult.
Like, I'm on controller and I can't even do some of the stuff these mobile players can do, and I'm just like, I'm shook. But I think we basically covered everything quite quickly with you, Rory. If there's anything else you maybe want to ask, I haven't asked anyone this question, but do you have any questions?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay,
I think I know everything here.
Again, for the final assessments, represent yourself well on all social medias. Compete in EPS tourneys. You know, these are your last final tests and so forth. So just keep doing well, and we'll see you maybe. Not too sure when exactly we're choosing, but we'll see you soon. Hopefully,
thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
And if we don't choose you, again, it's not no bad feelings, but we can't choose 14 players.
Yeah,
we will choose wisely. So,
Rory, what's your gamer name again?
Right now it's Rory XP90 because mobile aim assistant. Yeah.
Okay.
But like I change my name every 2 weeks, but my name will always have Rory in it. So
yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I always struggle with. I always say to Gogaby, don't you dare change your name. And I tell you why I say that, because, for example, a streamer like Gogaby's building a brand. So if you're a great player, never change your name, because it would be like Ninja now calling himself Rocky.
Yeah.
Or Mongrel calling himself Peter.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you? That's why I'm saying your name is your brand. So I see guys change their names all the time. 1 minute he's this and that. And I encourage my team not to do that, because Gogaby must become a brand. Hachi OG must become a brand. Like Ninja, like Mongrel, like all these great players. It's like suddenly Mongrel changes his name to John. No, who's John? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're a good player, if you're a great player, and you're a streamer in particular, never mess with your name, because I see you still kind of keeping it, you're still keeping the Rory there, which is clever.
Yeah.
But I've seen guys that 1 minute they this and then they next, and I don't even recognize who they are, because I'm looking for Rory. Remember, when I'm watching a console player, I'm looking for Rory. Now I don't see you, I see Peter. Who's Peter?
Yeah.
You see, so always be careful when you guys just change your names, because your name becomes your brand. It's like Nike suddenly calling themselves Spike. I mean, it's not the same. So keep your name, keep your brand, especially if you're a streamer and especially if you're a good player.
Yeah.
That's how people are going to recognize you all over SA. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, man.
Cheers, Rory.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Have a good day.
Same to you. Okay, so now we can bring in Troy Fishy.
Troy.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making notes because I'm not going to remember all these guys. So
Hello, Troy Fishy. You may unmute your mic.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's up, Troy? How you doing? Troy? Hello, Troy? Oh, he left. Dad? Hello, can you hear me?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here. I got you. I think we've lost Troy.
Yeah, I don't see him in the interview as well, so I'll just bring in let me bring in Zen.
Yeah,
Zen, hello. Can I mute your mic?
Hi there, how are you guys?
Zen, how are you,
right? Yourself?
I'm good, and yourself? Yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah, we're all good. All good.
So who is Zen? What's your name? How old are you? What platform do you play on?
My name's Dylan. I'm from Cape Town, and I play on an Xbox One.
Why are the good players from Cape Town?
Hey?
Yeah, it's a thing.
We got the ping advantage, but sometimes when the whole family's on Netflix.
Yes. East London, Port Elizabeth, Cape Town. Half the guys we're speaking to are either down there. Alex, are you biased to Cape Town, East London? Alex, what's happening here?
No. I didn't choose these players. It's just happened to be their skill who got chosen and so forth. So
sorry, Zen, how old did you say you were?
I'm 17.
17. Okay, and you stay in Cape Town, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
And you're on console, mobile. What are you on?
Xbox.
Yeah, I'm on console and Xbox.
Xbox. Okay.
Okay, so your parents and activities, how are they with you joining a organization and dedicating a lot of your time to playing out fortnights and so forth during the weeks and weekends, and do you also do other things besides Fortnite?
Yeah, well, my parents are really supportive because I do quite well in school, so my marks are pretty good. So they're confident that, they've given me the responsibility that I need to do what I do out of school, like gaming. As long as my marks are up there, they're fine. And then as far as hobbies go, I surf quite a lot. Whenever the waves are good, I usually head over to Muizenberg, which is quite a surface paradise in Cape Town, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Not bad. So
yeah.
What else?
Where did you come on the leaderboard, Zen? I haven't got it in front of me. Where did you finish?
I'm not too sure. I only managed to play one game because my wrist has been broken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of the tournaments. Yeah.
So
you must have impressed somebody. You must have impressed Izzy or
yeah.
Alex
I'm not
or
actually
Luan.
meant to be
You've
playing
impressed somebody. I wasn't involved.
Yeah.
So you've impressed someone to make it on this final list. That's for sure. So you're doing something right.
Somehow, somewhere along the line, you impress somebody. So you're chosen here for a specific reason, and let's see how well you do over the next 2 to 3 tournaments on Elite Pro Series, and just basically how you handle yourself on social media. Speaking of social media, are you toxic?
Quite the opposite, actually. I try to uplift most people. I've never been the guy to be toxic. And on social media, I just convey myself pretty well.
Okay.
I just don't see a need to be toxic, really.
So if I come into your DMs right now, I'm like, you're so bad, Zen. You doggy. What are you gonna feel?
I will send you a laughing emoji right back, and I'll say good luck.
Okay.
So, I just don't have bad vibes.
Okay, that's perfect, man. That's perfect. Yeah. And preparing yourself for a tournament. How do you do such? What do you do?
I usually just hop into creative. I just crank my 90s, get my edits on point. Probably go into a bit of a training course. Pump some music, get them good vibes going, and
yeah.
That's
good. That's good. 3 words. Oh, in fact, instead of 3 words, 1 word that will make us pick you up right now. What is that word?
Respectful.
Okay, nice word.
Yeah.
Bruce, nice word, eh?
I'm old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Zen, I'm an old man. When I say I'm an old man, I'm 53. Izzy's a young woman. I've got to be very careful what I say about Izzy. And one thing that we cannot handle is young, I'm going to call them young gentlemen and young ladies, mainly young gentlemen, being toxic and thinking they can say what they want to other players, criticize, break down. That's not what the Punishers are about. The Punishers are about supporting the community in a whole. That's why you'll see we sponsor a lot of tournaments where we can. And we support the other orgs, Anarchy Gaming, Elite Gaming, 5D. We'll support you because we want the best for Fortnite. And I can't handle when I see young people, they've got all the talent in the world, all the ability in the world, and they are toxic towards other players, towards other orgs. And if you want to be booted from my team, do that. Be toxic. You know, and criticize another org, criticize another player. We all about building the community. We're all about representing South African or African Fortnite players, and that's what it's about. So if you say respect is your number one word, then you're going to fit in well with what the Punishers expect of you. Obviously, there's ability. So the fact that you've played one game, I'm going to be upfront with you and say I don't think it's enough. I think you need to grind the next few games to show us your ability, your true ability. So there are, I think, more coming up, 2 or 3 going to come up. We'll more than likely only choose the console team in September, towards the end of it. So there is time for you. I need you to play a bit more. You've obviously impressed Izzy, or you've impressed Ruan or Alex. I'm not sure who, because I wasn't involved in the consoles, they were. But the fact that I'm talking to you now on this podcast tells me that you have impressed somebody by doing something. But obviously, part of the thing is the one, that toxicity is your one side, performance is the next. I want a console team that can make the Punishers proud. So you must have the ability, and obviously one game is not going to tell me much. You could have had a bad game, So please play the other qualifiers as much as you can. Alex, myself, Izzy, I'll ask my captain Hachi to keep an eye on you, see how you go, because I want you to be fair. I want it to be fair. It's not fair that you've had one game at a broken wrist. You can't.
That's the thing. I only managed to play one tournament.
So I need you to play the next few. Make sure you're playing. Let Alex know so that we can keep an eye out for you, because 43 might not cut it. And I have to be honest with you. 43 is not going to, I've got players that are coming first, second, fifth, 10th, So you've got the right attitude as far as I can see. So that ticks that box. But can you compete with Dax, for example? Can you compete with, I'm just say Skylex, with Avex? I'm saying the guys that are towards the top of the leaderboard. So I need you to play those tournaments for us and let Alex know that you're there, and so that we can just keep an eye to give you a fair opportunity.
Exactly.
When we choose the final, whoever we choose. It's very important that you do that. Okay.
Certainly.
So basically that, hey, you just got to do really well in the next final tournaments that are happening. It's not Punisher console trials, it's just console tournaments, has to say so. You need to be there and ready to play them and so forth. But why Punishers? What made you trial throughout the, or when you could try? What made you decide to go and register and so forth for the trials?
Firstly, because you guys are really well known in the community, and I feel like you guys really have a solid plan and have brought something new to South Africa. And I feel like you guys work well with others, like other orgs, of course. Like you're not just focused on yourself; you're really supportive of not only your players but members from other teams. And I've seen you guys all over Twitter. I know your company and your organization really well, and I feel like I have good experience. And I feel like you guys will help build my image really well, and at the same time, I can help build yours.
That's good. Yeah.
You see, sometimes, like ourselves, AG, Bravado, great orgs, we compete hard against each other. I mean, I love it if the Punishers beat Neymar and Karim. I love it if they beat, all the guys from AG, I don't know, Letzler, Luca, all those guys. But that's competitively, we want to beat the other orgs. That's part of the why we are. But at the same time, we will support that org if one of their players makes it, like Neymar. I mean, we were right behind Neymar when he made those qualifiers. And that's what I want. That's what I'm hoping to see more of. Is that, yes, we play hard, we compete hard, but we respect each other. I will never run down an org. Like 5D, poor 5D's had a lot of bad publicity lately, with people and stuff. we'll never badmouth it. You know, we want to support them. We might say to guys, look, be careful what you say, guys. You guys have got a reputation maybe of being too vocal and too toxic, and it's not good for the org. But we had to uplift, to try and make 5D better, to help Anarchy, to help you know, Elite, wherever, okay, Bravado, 80K, great orgs, you know. So that's what we're about. We try to do that as best we can. That's why we're doing, I don't know if you've seen the cancer tournament that we're doing.
Yeah, I have.
Giving back to children that have cancer. You know, Izzy's done a fantastic job in raising sponsorship for that tournament, so that it's not just about the Punishers. It's about, that's why we'll partner with Chubbs. If Chubbs has a Chubbs Cup and we can assist with prize money, we'll try and do that. Whoever, and that's why we part of we're trying to grow the community, and that's why I'm so against toxic, because all the good that you try and do as an org, and all it takes is one player in your team to say something dumb on Twitter, and it can damage your reputation and bring your whole org. You understand? So we all for supporting our players, helping the community, giving back to cancer, which is Izzy and Ruan's initiative, which is fantastic. I can't have us trying. You see, the whole team has moved in that direction. So we're all supportive, and now I've got a player saying, this guy is that, and this one is that. And when I make public statements like this, I make it all the time on YouTube, on Twitter. So whenever one of my players gets slightly out of hand, the community are very quick to point it out to me. And they will say, oh, but Gogadad, I thought you said, look at so-and-so. So the players are under pressure to behave, because I'm constantly talking about it on YouTube and on Twitter about toxic. Don't be toxic. A Punisher is not toxic. So that's why... that's why my captain got into trouble. Yes, my captain got into trouble the other day, because, and he won't mind me mentioning this because we're transparent. He crossed the line, and I had to deal with my captain because you set the example for my team. Captain publicly apologized, I don't know if you saw it, to the team and on Twitter for overstepping the mark. And the only thing that happened, he lost it for 5 seconds. He just got so angry, he lost it and forgot that, you understand, that happens, and we forgive people and we move on. But if you're gonna make a derogatory statement publicly, you're gonna apologize publicly. You know, you're not gonna say, for example, Zen is an idiot, and come say to Gogadad, I'm sorry, Gogadad, I shouldn't have said that. No. If you're telling Zen publicly that he's an idiot, you're going to apologize to Zen publicly that he's not an idiot. You understand?
Yeah.
That's how we are. So my team, Izzy and my team, are under pressure to always behave. And I know what you're saying. Some players get under your skin. I mean, there's some players out there, I want to just strangle them. They make me so mad with the things they say. But you have to have self-restraint, you know? Because we're all about community, we're all about family, we're all about supporting all the orgs, all the players. I love it when an African player does well. Like I loved it, like I said, with Neymar. He did so well.
Yeah, it's more about building community. It's
building community. It's when we get service, I can't wait for service, because I'm telling you, you'll see the top cream, how well we're going to play.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I can't handle this undercut and fighting and nastiness that I see. And that's why the Punishers are not about that. We're not about that. So if you get selected for this teams, then you know, that's one thing I don't tolerate. And you know, Izzy will love you and look after you, but I will sort you out if you say the wrong thing on Twitter, and I'll remove you from the team. That's just, they know it. The players know it. If they're toxic, they can be removed from the team. So I haven't seen anything toxic from you, I don't think. I haven't been paying too much attention. Aero will know better than me. You know, so
but
that's
all's fine with Zen. Zen seems like a really interesting person, and again, wish you best of luck with the final
Thank you so much,
and have a good one. Have a good evening.
Thank you guys too, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thanks, man.
Cheers. Bye
bye.
Okay, now we're getting in.
I think Troy Fishy, we lost him, didn't we?
Oh yeah, Troy Fishy, but he isn't, still not in the interview. I think maybe his internet is gone for good now. Okay. Let's get Trezel. Trezel, hello. Can you hear us? Can you unmute mic? Trezel? Hello, Trezel. Okay, I will bring him later, and then let's maybe try Optics. Hello, Optics. Optics, you there, buddy? Unmute your mic. Optics. Okay, also optics not available. Weird.
Okay, how many have we spoken to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, so it's just shields, drips, optics, and Trizzle left.
So there's 4 more.
Yeah, 4 more. There's a few that couldn't make it today, like 1 or 2, not that much.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we can just do it privately off stream or
Yes.
something.
Okay.
Shields, also shields. Oh, there's optics mic unmuted, so we'll bring optics. What's up, optics?
Hi.
How you doing?
Hello.
Good news?
Doing good.
We great, man.
Nice.
Awesome stuff. Who is optics? What is your name? How old are you? And how are your parents when it comes to gaming?
I'm Shaheen Mohammed. I'm from the Northern Cape, Kimberley. I don't know if many people know where that is.
Hey, Kimberley.
Yes.
How's the ping out there?
It's very bad. I get like 180 to 200.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I don't think the fiber's too good out that side, eh?
Yep.
And your parents when it comes to gaming?
They very supportive, and they they understand what I do, and like as long as I do good in school, they'll support my gaming.
How old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
Okay. And you play on what? Mobile, console? What are you on?
On PS4.
PS4. Okay. You're gonna get yourself a PS5?
Hopefully, or PC, perhaps.
Oh, okay, so you might switch. Are you thinking of switching at some point?
It depends if you get servers or not.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying to the stream earlier on that Gogabi, Karim, a few of the players, I think it's Hachi as well, and Saint Nate, if I remember correctly, all started on PS4. And they've switched now to obviously PC because their dream and obviously is to try and represent that org in international competitions. And obviously there isn't much on PS4 or Xbox or mobile going on overseas. It's mainly about PC. So that's why the Gogabi, all these guys switched about a year ago or so. Gogabi switched to try and do well on PC. So because when I asked him why, he says in the World Cup, if you look at the 100 players, I think 90% of them were PC players that made it to the finals. So if you want to be serious, if you want to be a serious gamer, then you obviously have to switch. But that's what we're looking for. We've got our serious PC team. We're looking for a console team now that can represent our org in all the console mobile tournaments and do well. That's what we want.
Yes.
So that's how this thing came about. And Toxic, I don't know if you were listening to the other interviews. I don't want to repeat myself to bore the stream, but if you're toxic, optics is a problem. Are you?
Yeah, I understand. No, I'm not toxic at all. I don't express myself on social media, and like if someone will like DM me and like in today's tournament, I was playing the first game and I killed a kid, and he messaged me like with a lot of toxicity, and he was like, "I'm not gonna say it," and then I just said thanks, and then I blocked him.
Yeah, it normally doesn't lead to a good place, because then what happens is if you make a statement on Twitter, people start choosing sides. They don't have the facts. They don't know the truth. They just start. So some will pick you, and some will go with the other guy, and now there's a war, and people draw their own conclusions. So obviously the Punishers have got a code of conduct where you are not allowed to have Twitter wars with anyone, even if you write. We have a captain of the Punishers who deals with those kind of things on your behalf. And if you step out of line when it comes to being toxic, you can get removed from the team immediately. There's no warning. First, second, third. You're not allowed to do it. If you do it, you get sorted out, because we are trying to build the community, not break it down. So it's sad to see that there's a lot of toxic people, but we're trying to change that by not being toxic, and handling things correctly, like personal DMs, that kind of stuff. I've got no problem with two players sorting something out on a personal or private DM, but this thing where people go to Twitter and just say what they want is not what the Punishers are about. So we've got strict rules against it, and if you do it, that, like I said, there could be trouble.
Understood.
And Optics finishing 9th. How many tournaments did you play throughout the 8 weeks?
I've played like 5, I think.
5, and those 5, what could have you done better to place better in the leaderboard?
One of them was a trio tournament, and we were trying out the trio in the tournament, so we weren't like, there wasn't chemistry, so we didn't place in that tourney.
Okay.
And like my solos could improve. Like I also spoke to Ruan and like my mid game fights and all of that, and I'm trying to improve on my solos as well. So that's where I can improve.
Yeah, at least you identifying where you went wrong. So there's always room for an improvement, and you can show that room for improvement in the tournaments that are coming up on Elite Pro Series. Also, how could you describe yourself for us in 3 words?
Like dedicated, hardworking, and like respectful, I guess.
Nice. So in terms of that respectful, I take it you don't respond to hate on social media, or you respond well to hate on social media?
I've never gotten hate on social media or like posted anything on Twitter about anyone, so yeah.
Okay, that's good. So if someone heated comes into your DMs, you just keep it in the DMs and solve it there or something.
Yeah.
That's good. Your parents supportive, you said, hey?
Yes.
And activities outside Fortnite?
I do cricket and hockey.
And how is that commitment to your Fortnite gonna be like?
Like I balance them. Like at school we do like after school, and normally Tony's on like weekends and stuff, so it is balanced.
And what about like an exhibition match that happens on the weekend for cricket? Does that ever happen?
Not all the time. Mostly play during the week, unless like we go on a tour or something.
Okay, I see. So why Punishers? Why come to the trials and compete the way you do?
Honestly, Punishers, like I view Punishers as a very good organization in South Africa, and I like the Punishers. And as soon as I saw there was like Punishers trial for console, I knew, I want to play in this, and I really want to prove myself and like show everyone what I can do.
That's good. Okay, so anything else, Gogodad? We basically covered everything quite quick with him as well.
To the podcast at all, or not? Optics?
Excuse me, I never heard you.
Have you been listening to the podcast at all?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you've obviously heard other questions in the statement, so we don't have to repeat. But obviously, look, you've done well. I think you need to just play some more, because we're obviously not looking for a trio. We're looking for individuals, to make a console team. So there's going to be a few more tourneys coming up. Hopefully by the end of September, we'll have the final, decisions. So play whenever Alex is having a console tournament. Try and play. Let Alex know you're playing so that we can just keep an eye, because obviously the guys that are the guys we're talking to are the ones we're looking at specifically. So if you're not playing, you're doing yourself a disadvantage because we're watching others now. You understand? So try and play in those tournaments. And it was amazing because, and let me just say this to the stream, that some great players weren't selected for this second phase. And we actually got some really bad stuff said about us on Twitter. And not from all the guys, from some guys. And it just shows you that when you squeeze a lemon, what comes out, and this is it. When you tell a guy, for example, he hasn't made the Punishers team, do you go now to Twitter and say, for example, the Punishers are a joke? The Punishers are full. You understand what I'm saying to you? This is all about character, you see, because there were some great players who Izzy and I have got great respect for still, who, because they, for whatever reason, weren't chosen to be part of this, they got very offended and they thought we were a joke and that we this, we that. And that we see these things, we don't comment on them. But it's sad because we've still got such great respect for you, for the player. We've got great respect for a lot of the guys that played the console tournament. And who knows, the fact that you haven't made this first round, we could increase the team, and you can make the next round. So if you don't make this, let's say you don't make the team now, are you just be careful how you react, because disappointment shows true colors. I said to Gogaby, because we're talking about it, I said to Gogaby, If you go for a job interview, and you guys are all young, most of the applicants for this team are young, still in school, most of them. If I apply for a job at Nike with 10 people and I get turned down, do I go to Twitter and say the Nike company sucks? The Nike company are a bunch of idiots. They don't know what they're doing. Would you do that? You see what I'm saying to you? You can't do that just because you didn't make or get the job. It's the same for an org. If you don't get picked up by an org, it's not because you're bad. It's not because you're not qualified. It's because the org has looked at everybody and said, okay, these 1, 2, 3 guys fit our culture best. So we're going to take those. We can't take 14 people. It's just not possible. So just so you understand, and for the chat, that if you didn't make it doesn't mean you're not good enough, or we don't think you're good enough. It's just that we have to streamline it down using certain criteria, which Izzy and Rowan and Alex, I suppose, did to get to 14. So the fact that you made it here is good, but the guys that didn't make it doesn't mean they're bad. Doesn't mean that they are not good enough to be in our team. They most probably are, but certain criteria was used, certain decisions were made, and you can't take everybody. Otherwise, your org's going to be 50 people, 60 people, which is crazy. Okay, so just so you understand, so if you don't make the team, don't be offended. Don't think, oh, they're a bunch of clowns, and go to Twitter now, because then you're showing me that I made the right decision not to take you. You agree?
Yeah.
If I don't take you
100%.
and you run to Twitter and say we a bunch of clowns, Izzy doesn't know what she's doing, send Isabel hate mail, and then you got to apologize to Isabel afterwards for being horrible, you're proving to me and to Izzy and to the team that we made the right choice by not taking you. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and for the chat, just remember that if you say the wrong thing, we see it, we don't comment on it. Just it doesn't mean you're not good enough because we didn't choose you. It's just we can't take everybody.
Yeah.
Alex?
100%.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Optics, and good luck.
Thanks.
I will just stay on the stream so I can announce the upcoming tournaments that you could possibly take part in.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a good one, bro.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Cheers now. Bye.
Okay, now we have the famous Nicholas Africa joining the call. Hey, what's up, Nicholas?
Hello.
Hello, Nicholas. Nicholas, you may speak. Hello. Ratatata. I'm joking. Nicholas. Let me put you in interview and back up. Maybe that works. Nicholas, hello. Maybe leave call and then join again. Like completely leave call. He's not leaving call. But he did unmute his mic, so I don't know. Is he server muted? No, he isn't.
We can't hear you, Nicholas. We can't hear
Nicholas, hello. Yeah, Nicholas is not there. Okay, so let's bring Shields, 5D Shields.
Okay.
Oh, Shields also still very deafened, so we can't even tell him to. Oh wait, yeah, there we go. We got Shields now. Hey, Shields, how you doing?
Hello. I'm really good, and you?
How's it, my man?
Doing good. We're doing good. Doing great. Who is Shields? How old are you? What platform do you play on? And yeah.
Okay. Okay. So my name is Lucan Hill. I'm 15 years old. I play on PS4, and I live in Johannesburg.
Live in Johannesburg. Nice. Your parents?
Yeah.
How are they when it comes to gaming and so forth?
Yeah. My parents are they're really like into it. My dad offered to like pay for the entrance fee to one of my tourneys, but I didn't end up playing it because I couldn't because of schoolwork and stuff like that. But yeah.
And with joining an organization such as Punishers, will they be really supportive in that matter?
Yeah, my dad has been really supportive in me joining 5D and then Evode, so he's really like excited for me and stuff like that.
And are you part of a team right now?
Yeah, I'm part of Evode esports.
Evode, so
yes.
Evode knows that you are partaking in this trial, and if you are chosen, you will be leaving that organization, or we're not poaching you to say.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So as long as you discussed it with your current team, then that's fine. So why Punishers from 5D to Evo to Punishers? Why choose us?
Okay, so like I saw, like I believed in myself that I could like join a really big organization as
Mhm.
Punishers, and it's just what you guys have done for the community as like for all the console players.
Yeah.
I really like that. So yeah.
That's good. Finishing 4th. Where did you go wrong to not finish 1st or 2nd?
In the first couple of weeks, I had a really bad sort of mindset. I was like full on nerves, and I was dying off spawn because I wasn't playing how I should be with like nerves and stuff. But then after I placed in the trio tourney with Vinny and Rory, I saw that I could do a lot better. So I started focusing on solos, and then by the time I started like focusing on solos, it was like 1 week left. So yeah.
Wow, interesting, nice. Also joining the Punishers, is gaming something that you want to do like full time, apart from school? Like I want to just game, or do you do other activities as well?
Yeah, I play squash and cricket, but it's mainly just like Fortnite or like anything on my console because currently we're in lockdown, so there's not really much I can do. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So, but still, gaming will be a priority.
100%.
Awesome. So, the Punishers have a lot to offer their players. You've probably seen, I've gotten a phone, and some people have gotten some good stuff. It's a family. They treat their players as a good place and so forth. But what do you have to bring to the table for the Punishers?
Like recently, I haven't before I joined like the community and everything, I was kind of humble, but I came like my ego got to me, and then I became kind of toxic. But lately, I've been working on that, and then I've like apologized for everything that I've done, and I'm pretty sure I can bring some skill to and like some sponsors or whatever to Punishers and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. So you say that you really skillful and that could attract the sponsors and so forth in the console part of aspect.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure sponsors like look for the people that place like in the top of the leaderboard and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that I can place high.
Okay, cool. Nice confidence coming in from you and so forth as a player right there. And then also, what are the 3 words that describe you?
I'd say friendly, confidence, and I don't really have a third thing to say.
Okay, so say for instance you suspecting a cheater is in a game. How do you address the situation?
I will at whoever's like hosting the tourney. I'll at them in general or something, or if there's a reporter player channel, I'll at them in that channel, and then I'll try. And if nothing's like responding, then I'll go to the DMs of whoever's hosting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if someone just starts beef with you, how do you handle it? Like now, I know you said you were toxic, but how will you handle if someone's constantly in your DMs trying to start beef with you right now?
I would like right now. I'd probably just leave it. I won't type anything back. I'll just let it be there, and then
Okay, so you totally ignore it.
Yeah.
Explain your IGN for us, Shields.
Okay, Shields. I did have like a weird username before this. No one could pronounce it, so I wanted to change it. It was like Lycrist or something. I don't know. And then So I got it from my surname, like the heel with the double L, and then I just
Oh, that's quite creative, actually. And there's upcoming tournaments on EPS. Just do well in that regard. Try place again in more solo tournaments, and that placement will show how consistent you can be outside the trials. But just try place, and we wish you the best of luck. If you're not chosen, don't take it too hard, or don't take it too disappointment in that regard, and just represent yourself well. Best of luck, and Gogoda, do you have anything else to say?
Shields, is it 5D shields or just shields? What's your skill?
It's EVD shields. Like I asked Izzy to change my leaderboard name to like EVD shields. I'm not sure where that went, but that's fine. I don't really mind.
Alex, they are happy. One of the code of conduct of the Punishers is we don't really want to take other players that are in orgs already. So Evode is happy that if you decide to leave and we would like to take you, then there's not going to be an issue there, because I don't want to be accused of poaching players. So
they'll be pretty proud of me of making an accomplishment like this.
Because we very, like I said to the other guys, we're all about building the community, not breaking it down. We about supporting other orgs, not criticizing them. That's what the Punishers are about. It's about trying to make our players, our team, as best they can be. Like, I don't know if you watched the ACGL tournament on Saturday, for where the Punishers were playing. It's all about trying to win tournaments like that, get in the top 5, and I think we placed 5th and 7th or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, which is okay. But that's what it's about. It's about performance. It's about trying to do well. And I love the fact if a console player can make money on FNCS, that's great advertising for a team like the Punishers, and especially if you can win and be humble. Because you can win and be arrogant and everyone hates you. And if they hate you, they hate the team you represent, because you represent us and we represent you. So it's very important that you understand that you can be the best player in the world on console and not make the Punishers think because you're toxic. It's as simple as that. And I was saying to the guys, I deal with people that are toxic very severely. I don't care who you are. You can be the captain of my team. You can be the son of one of the owners. I'm not concerned. There's rules that we work by. And we have a system in place where we deal with toxic players on your behalf. So if someone attacks you, you speak to our captain. Our captain goes to that player on behalf of you and says, listen, what you're doing, you're attacking my player, what's going on? And we deal with it professionally in private DMs. We don't like things to be splashed all over Discord, because then you get two camps and people pick sides and people add their own bit at, oh, you did this to me 40 years ago. No, but you did that to me. It becomes super ugly, So, we don't operate like that. So, but... play some more 20s for us. We're going to try and have this all finalized by the end of September, the latest, and be able to pick. We're not sure if it's going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 players yet. We don't know. We haven't decided, but we're quite happy to bring 1 on, and we're quite happy to bring 4 on. If we get 4 great candidates, we'll bring on 4. If we get 1, we'll bring on 1. So that's just how it is. It's as simple as that. And we run the Punishers like a business. So you can't walk into your boss's office and tell him he's an arsehole, for example. You'll get fired. Or ask your dad if he can do that, unless he's got his own business. You can't do that. Same with the Punishers. You can't disrespect me or Isabel because you won't survive. We're not a clan. We're not a happy clappy friendly clan. We are an organization. We're looking for big sponsors. We're looking for professional players. We're trying to groom our players to become young adults that are respected in the community. So it's more than just a team. It's all about making you the best person you can be. You understand? Yes. And like Goga B, who's my son, ask him. James, who dates my daughter, Hachi, get out of line. I don't care if you're dating my daughter. Bradley, I don't care if you live under my roof. Say something dumb, bring bad image to this team, and you got serious problems. I'll kick my own son out of this team because the team is bigger than Bradley or Goga B, bigger than him. You understand? And it's bigger than anybody. This team will go on if Gogaby leaves or Hachi leaves or Nathan leaves. The team goes on. You see, so it's very important that if you become part of this team, you understand the what is expected of you. We have great fun behind the scenes with the players. We have in-house competitions and there's prize money and we have all sorts of fun, which a lot of people maybe don't know about because I think we advertise
Yeah.
the Punisher games that we have from time to time. So yeah, it's in my opinion, it's a good org to be part of, and that's why we're so careful who we take, because I'd hate to have to remove you because you do something dumb, and that's embarrassing for
Yeah.
you and for us, you know. So that's why we're very careful. But thank you for your time, Alex. I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything else.
Thank you
there.
very much.
No, nothing else from my side.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
I really appreciate this opportunity, by the way.
Pleasure.
I just
Thank you,
put that
Shields.
out there.
Thank you. Have a good evening, eh?
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Okay, let's bring in Trizzle. We didn't do Trizzle, right? Did we? No.
No, we haven't done Trizzle, no.
Hello, Trizzle? Trizzle?
I think he's not there.
Yeah.
Try Nicholas again. I think Nicholas is back.
No, Nicholas is getting another phone. Something's wrong with his Discord, so
Okay.
he's gonna join now. Let me try Drips. Maybe if he moves over there. Let me also message Drips just to let him know. If you guys can message Trizzle and Drips to let them know that they, being interviewed right now.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Drips, what's up?
How's it?
Doing
How's
good
it
on
going,
yourself?
I'm doing well.
That's good. That's good.
Awesome.
Explain who Drips is. How old are you? What platform you play on? And are your parents okay with what you're doing, trialing for an organization and dedicating most of your time to gaming?
So my name's Ethan Hill. I play on Xbox One. My parents are super dedicated to helping me reach whatever goal that I have. With restrictions, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Your age?
I'm 15. Sorry,
15,
I
nice.
forgot about that one.
And where are you from?
From Johannesburg.
Nice.
Okay.
What other activities do you do?
I go cycling. I play rugby.
And has a hobby, like besides gaming, like what do you spend your time on if you're not gaming?
If I'm not gaming, I normally either I talk to my friends or I read a book or something.
Okay, so gaming's a huge part of your life, I say.
Yes. Right now it is, because it's locked down, and I guess everyone is kind of just gaming in my friendship circle. So
yeah, that's really good, really good. So playing on Xbox One and doing good and so forth, will you see yourself moving forward to a PC anytime soon?
The thing is, I have really been wanting to switch to a PC for I think 2 months now. I don't know. There's just I want to up my game. I want to be able to perform to the best of my abilities, and I feel that sometimes console hinders that, and it doesn't allow me to perform to my expectations. And I can't blame my skill on my device or whatever I play on.
Yeah.
But it would be really nice if I could get a PC and up my game.
So say tomorrow you get recruited right now to Punishers as a console player, and a week later your mom brings home this beautiful 2080 PC. What are you doing?
Well, what, like, if I had the option to stay on the team, or would I have to leave?
No, what are you? If you're saying, okay, so your mom says we're going to the shop now to go buy your PC, and you know that you're obviously going to be playing on this PC now. Are you going to join the organization, or are you going to get that PC?
I wouldn't. I would join the organization. I feel as the Punishers is interactive like no other org in South Africa. They talk to everyone. They're not exclusive, like, say, I shouldn't say names, but there's always those teams that have like big egos, and like their players don't easily talk to you, or because you are
that player.
Yeah.
Well, I get what you're saying. So it's an important question. Like we can't recruit a console player who's then 2 months, 3 months from now, we like, yo, why are you not playing any console tournaments? Oh, I'm on PC now. It's a time that we've dedicated to putting you into our console division, and maybe we now purchasing some shirts for you, some player shirts and so forth. The banners that are put into the time and everything. So it's has a person who is eager to get a PC, maybe evaluate over the next few weeks where you're playing console tournaments and so forth, and ask yourself and evaluate, am I going to be playing on console for the next year, for the next 2 years? Will I be getting the PlayStation 5 to get better FPS? Maybe that way you can, say, okay, and now I know what my skill can
that's also
be.
another option.
That is another option, yeah. So I want you to evaluate, and I will come communicate with you and be like, what are you doing? What is your next step? Are you going to get yourself a PC, or if you do get the funds and so forth? So
yeah, it's a very good question. This is a console team, and we're in a catch-22 as well, Alex. Because I would like all the console players, the great players there is, to eventually move to PC.
Yeah, no, that is the goal.
Yeah, that would mean you'd have to you'd have to step down from the team because you're in the console division. And then you have to prove yourself as a PC player before you could get back in the team in the academy, for example. So it is a very viable question. So we are looking for console team. So let's say, for example, if you had decided I want to push for PC, we would encourage you to do that because that's where the future is, as far as I'm concerned. You're not going to win the World Cup or win a tournament in Europe playing on an Xbox. It's not going to happen. Or on a PS4. You're going to have to be on a computer and you're going to have to know what you're doing. So I would love a console player to come to me and say, Goga Dad, thank you for the opportunity to be in the console team. I've been here for 3 months, but I'm now going to grind for computer. It would be no hard feelings from our side. We'd say, good luck, wish you all the best, and go practice, do well, and we'll consider you again. And then bring in another console player, you see. So there's no hard feelings when it comes to that. But yes, if you switch, you'd have to leave the team, get good on PC, and then try and get back in the team via the PC section, you see, academy, or if you're good enough to make. But there's nothing wrong with that. I encourage that because if you're a serious gamer and you want to achieve heights, you're going to have to be on PC, or at least that's what the good PC players tell me. And if you look at the World Cup, you look at the results, they're all PC players.
Yeah.
There's very few. There was 1 or 2 console players, I think they qualified. But in that final, it was all PC players, which tells me PC is the way. So there would be never any hard feeling if you'd played for the Punishers for 6 months, let's say, and then you got a PC and you said, Goga Dad, I need to go now grind on PC. We'd release you and say, thank you for being part of you should be part of our family, We don't chuck players away. Even if you leave the team, we still regard you as a family member. You just don't represent our team.
Yeah.
So don't be scared now not to switch because you might have to leave the team. It's a good thing if you're good enough and you believe in yourself to do that, because you're never going to achieve great heights on console. I don't know if you agree with me, Alex. It's going to be very difficult to achieve those heights on a console.
There's a number of platform cash cups and so forth that you get console, mobile, or just console nowadays. So and if we do get servers, I mean, they
of course, then it will be amazing.
Then playing on console is going to be a huge achievement and so forth.
So because, there's no need to switch. Goga B, these guys decided that's where they want to go, aiming at the very big European competition. I'm talking about LANs now. The big ones, not the online ones, the LAN stuff. Because what our dream or plan is to send a player overseas or 2 players overseas to represent the Punishers overseas. Talking PC now, So that's what these guys are grinding for because they will be that player. Overseas, but there's nothing wrong with saying, okay, I'm happy playing on console. You're winning cash on FNCS, which is fantastic if you can do that. Then why change? You're achieving heights on console. I wouldn't, if you're that good on console, I wouldn't switch. This is the debate I had with Gogaby when he wanted to change. I was very concerned because he was doing quite well on console. He won 15,000 Rand at the Rand show last year on console. So I'm thinking, why you want to change? You're winning money, you're doing well, but Gogaby's aim is to get overseas. To try and make, to play big tournaments. So he had to switch because to go to the LANs there, you have to be on PC, and that's where all the mongrels and these guys play. Big dream, but he realizes he's got to be. It's like into the Formula One Grand Prix. You can't go there with a Volkswagen. You need a F1 car to compete. And that's why he switched. I was very concerned. I'm thinking to myself, you're crazy. You're a great console player. Stay on console. But his dreams were bigger than console. He wanted to try and be better because of his streaming and all that kind of stuff that goes along with it. So he switched. But there's no need to. If you're good enough on console, you're winning tournaments, you're placing on FNCS, you're winning cash. Hell, stick with it because it's working for you and it'll work for us too, you know.
Yeah.
But if you really want to run with the big dogs, you know, the Boogas and the Psalms and all these guys, they PC. And most of the guys might not make it because it's such a big ask and it's so difficult, but it's their dream. So we'll support it, you know, and let them go for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
good.
Let's continue with the thing. Let me just get the questions. Yeah, so your parents very supportive. That's really good as well. When suspecting a cheater in game, how do you address the situation?
Well, honestly, I would just go to the tournament manager directly. I wouldn't bother with general chats because that only causes drama between players, regardless of if they're the one cheating or not.
Yeah.
So I would just take it straight to the owner or the host and ask what they would do or if they can do anything about it. But I wouldn't make a big scene about it. I would just calmly go.
Okay, calmly do it. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's good that you don't DM that specific person. If someone DMs you though, and he's like, "Yo, why are you so doggy?" You know that they use these terms, and tries to start beef with you. How are you handling it?
Honestly, I just ignore them. I really don't feel like wasting my time on something that's really just gonna be blown out of proportion for no reason. And then go onto Twitter because they want to leak DMs and stuff. Like, I don't get myself into that stuff.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's very,
nothing
very
good
good.
ever comes of that. Nothing good ever comes of it. No one wins in a Twitter war. It's just
I keep my opinions to myself.
Yeah, it causes more damage than good. So that's one thing we don't appreciate is Twitter wars. If you want to get booted from a team, get involved in a Twitter war as a punisher. It's not our thing, you know. So try and avoid them, you know, because there's kids out there that enjoy it. That will purposely say something to get you riled up and just to get a reaction from you. And the best reaction is ignore it. Or if it's really insulting, to go to the captain of the team, which is Hachi in our case, and say, look, this guy's saying this. You send him the DMs. He gets hold of that player. He says, listen, my man, I'm Hachi. Why are you attacking my player? What's going on? Try and sort it out. If that player's part of an org and Hachi can't sort it out, he comes to me. I'll go to, let's say it's Don. Let's say it's AG player. I'll go to Don or to Chubbs and say, look, guys, there's this beef going on here. It's not good for us or you. Can we try and sort it out? That's how you handle it.
Yeah.
You don't get on Twitter now and start advertising that Gogga Dad is an idiot and this and that. Then Gogga B jumps in and said, who are you calling an idiot? And then this oak jumps in, no, but he is an idiot. He did this and he stole my sucker and he took my drop and he stole my, you know, my Slurpee swamp place where I land and who's he? And it's a mess. So we don't know, we avoid that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, Punishers having a lot for their players and so forth. But if you were chosen, what do you bring to the table?
Oh well, you know,
apart from your good looks, what else do you bring? Look how handsome Alex is. I said one of the requirements is handsome. You have to be handsome. So before we pick you, I want a photograph of all these players. Avex, Skylex, Dax, Darius, all these guys. I want to see what you look like. If you look like the back of a bus, not gonna make it. Simple, because we're good looking. Hey, Alex? The Punishers are handsome.
Oh Lord.
He's a handsome Alex. He's a handsome man, you know?
Yeah. Okay, come on. Speak.
So, if I were to join the Punishers, what I would bring to the team is a sense of good spirits, good motivation. Yeah, I'm always outgoing and I'm ambitious. I'm hardworking. If I have a goal, I will push as hard as I can to get it.
No.
Yeah, I'll bring comedy to the team. I'm funny.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll bring. I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm hardworking. I'll put effort into everything I do.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Got to ask Alex. We forgot to ask these young people because they're all boys, all men. What happens when the cute little neighbor peeps over the wall and starts winking at them? What happens then? They don't have girlfriends by the looks of it, because their girlfriend is Fortnite. But what happens when they realize they can't marry Fortnite and they actually got to marry someone from the opposite sex? What happens to our team?
Yeah.
It's a problem, you know.
Yeah, no, yeah,
When
exactly.
suddenly Susie becomes more important than Fortnite, you know.
It's true though. It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
a girl may take up your time, eh?
Yeah, no, I can't play because this is why I'm fortunate that the captain of the Punishers, Hachi, dates my daughter, and my daughter's part of a Fortnite family, so that works. But it's going to be tricky when some of these guys start dating, and the girlfriend now says, all you do is play Fortnite. Now what happens? And that also could be an issue, because a lot of girls don't want their husbands playing Fortnite. They want, or not their husbands, their boyfriends.
Yeah.
So that could be an issue that the Punishers might have to deal with at some point.
Definitely. So, what I think we basically covered everything.
I think
that
so.
there's upcoming tournaments that you need to participate in, or try take part and represent yourself. Well, best of luck, bro. And
thank you.
Honestly, let's see what happens over the next few weeks, Strips. But finishing quite high on the leaderboard as well. Let's give it your all in the next upcoming tournaments, and best of luck.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Hey, have a good one.
Cheers. Have a good evening.
Same to you.
Cheers.
Okay, so we got one more person. Nicholas is unable to get in. His Discord's really bugged.
We'll catch him next time, eh?
Yeah, next time we can just maybe jump in a call when another
Okay.
day or something.
Okay.
Cool. So, Trizzle disappeared. Where did he go? He was with us now. Let me message him again. Trizzle. Hey, join up interview. Okay. We'll give him some time to join up.
Yeah. Maybe while we wait, if there's any questions from the chat, you can quickly chuck it out there. We'll see if we can answer them while we wait for the guys to join.
Yeah.
So
you guys have any
any
questions in chat? Do you like sushi, Coconut?
No. I don't eat raw fish.
You don't
Horrible
eat raw
stuff.
fish. Oh, sushi
Horrible
is delicious. Interview me. No, Marco. I didn't get chosen, but Punishers on top. Thank you so much, Kakashi.
Overseas Gaming House. That's not. There's three owners in the Punishers. There's myself and there's Izzy, and we've got a third silent partner who doesn't want to be in the public eye, but he's based in London. He's part of it, and he's going to be getting a flat at some point, and we're going to be sending maybe 2 Punishers at a time, especially from our pro team, to go stay there for 2 or 3 months to play on 0 ping if we don't get service in time, and to compete in some lands there. So it's not a house as such, but it will be a flat, and it won't be a permanent thing. Might be 3 players, 2 players, or 1 player at a time. So we're thinking about that. That's what we're trying to do at some point with the team. So yeah.
And then also, Bruce, will there be like a second team to a console division, like a academy team, sort of?
Alex, I don't think so. We've got 8 pro team players on PC at the moment. We've got, I think it's 4 or 5 academy players. We've got our streamers, our content creators. So at the moment, no. That's why we're doing all these trials and stuff. And if the more people you bring on board, the less you can do for the team, because it costs money to run an org, and it costs money to spend on shirts for the players, and so I don't think so, not for now. I was thinking of bringing on, and I don't think we're going to, but we might. I spoke to Isabella a while ago. Is a ladies team, so
yeah.
The
Now that it opens up a different market or fan base as well, in terms of more girls supporting girls.
Yeah, all girl team. Some of the esports teams have got them. I think there's a COD team. I know Elite Gaming's got I think you remember they had a lady team, the Furies. Yeah, so that's something we're looking at and speaking at. We're talking about a fan club or supporters club where you can. There's lots of things we're busy talking about. But yeah, I don't know, as far as an academy console team is concerned, no, I don't think we're going to go that far.
Well, yeah, let's see what happens. On top of things, Trizzle and Nicholas Wi-Fi are too unstable to come in, so
Okay, let's catch up with him later, I think, Alex.
Yeah, at a later stage.
Already,
To everyone that came through, 159 likes. Thank you guys so much for tuning into what was an intense situation for many of the console players, because this is going to be high marks in this assessment for them. So yeah, we can call it an evening. Bruce, any last words from you?
I think so. Thank you for all the guys in the chat. Sorry we couldn't answer all your questions. I saw some of them, but thank you so much. I think we'll do another podcast with Izzy. I think we need to put
what
on,
we could do is a podcast with the recruited players, with a surprise.
Yeah,
we don't make no announcement. We just say, how about that? I think that's interesting.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And thank you for the support. Alex, there's so many people that support the Punishers that we don't even know of.
Yeah.
So if you want, guys, you don't have to. We've got the Punisher shop where we sell the Punisher supporter T-shirts and the caps. They're not that expensive. It's just if you want to associate yourself with us more visibly, just go to the website. We've got them there. A lot of people have asked us for the team shirts. Unfortunately, we don't sell those. That is one of the privileges that you have for playing for the Punishers, is that the competitive shirt is only for you. It has your name on it, and it's you can't get it. So if you wear it, you're wearing it because you're part of the A team, like Alex. Alex got one. You're part of the Punishers, but you can get the supporter shirts. We do not sell the competitive team shirts to anybody. That is one of the perks you have for representing the team, is you get a shirt that no one else has got. But yeah, just thank you to the chat. I mean, this chat is fantastic. So many people. At one stage, we had 90 people, nearly 100 people in the chat. So it's so great, just for a podcast, which could be quite boring, I suppose, Alex, for the normal.
It's a very formal thing, but
yeah, it's a very formal.
In this sense, it was a very formal thing, because we are getting some serious questions going for the players, but it seemed that the community did enjoy that. A request from the community. You probably didn't see the message. They're saying you should dab with me. Go Dad, come.
Hey. Well, we can talk. But look at what I'm doing. My daughter Melissa, I don't know if you know her, Mel's Bells. You should know. Everyone knows Mel's Bells. She introduced me to a game called Fall Guys. Have you seen it, Alex? Fall Guys. Go and Google Fall Guys. I don't know if the chat has heard of Fall Guys.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I bought that game for myself because that's the kind of game I can play. Guys, if you haven't seen this game, Fall Guys, it's a battle royale, okay?
Yeah.
But 60 people drop into a lobby, and it's an obstacle course, and you got to run through these obstacles, and then the top 45 go through. So we might get a Punishers Fall Guys team. It's just it's a fun game. It's nothing serious.
Game.
Go and Google Fall Guys and have a look. It's quite funny. It's really funny.
Fall Guys, okay, cool.
Yeah, Fall Guys. Go and look at it. And it's quite funny. It's just a fun game to play.
Yeah.
But Alex, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Izzy, thank you for putting this together. Ruan, all you guys put so much work into this trials. Thank you to the Fortnite console community, because Alex, we had great support. I mean, all the console guys came out week after week supporting this team, supporting the trials.
Yeah.
We're very fond of all the console players. We wish all the console players the best. Sorry to the guys that didn't make it. Please, guys, not personal. We've got nothing against anybody. It's just trying to get it down to, what we put in our opinion. Doesn't mean we're right, but in our opinion, the best people for the Punishers. Thank you to the Punishers, because a lot of them came into the chat. I see the captain here, Hachi. Hello, Hachi. Thank you for popping in. A lot of the Punisher players came in. I saw Reepsy and Vertrix and Classic were all here. Hyper was here. So thank you to you guys for supporting the guys. There's Glucky. Thank you for supporting the chat. And Alex, I think we'll do it again, next week. There's the shirt, the Punishers. That's the gamer shirt.
Yeah.
That's for the pro team. Alex is a pro streamer. He's got the pro team shirt.
I'm a pro streamer.
Pro streamer.
If I can, I can beat Reepsy of Spawn. You must ask him about it. I've beaten him, I think, 4 times. Every time I land at his spot in the past, so I'm better than Reepsy.
And we've got our streamers. We've got Deerwolf Black. We've got Hyper Hanks. We've got Aero. These guys They play, but their job is to stream and to create viewers, and they do a great job of it. Alex, you've done a fantastic job of streaming. Your viewers are growing crazy lately.
It's
How
been
you going
amazing.
crazy?
It's been amazing.
I don't know. Has Gogaby even arrived in the stream? Gogaby's rocked up 1 minute before the stream ends, so that's just great.
Yeah.
But at least he showed up 1 second before the stream end. But Dearvold, Hyper, Alex, you guys do a fantastic job. Classic, who does the content creating and stuff. Ruan doing a fantastic job with the academy. Hachi, who's leading this team with great professionalism, even though he got into trouble. James, I've been telling the team how naughty you were, all the console players, and how not to behave and how much trouble you got into. So I hope you don't mind. You missed all that. But yeah, we're a transparent team. We've got a great captain. We've got Izzy, my partner, and she works so hard, and I want to thank her publicly. Thank you, Izzy, for all the work you put in. It's fantastic. So yeah, Nicholas, don't worry, my man. We'll catch up with you as soon as we can.
Yeah.
We'll get it. If we missed you, we'll get you. So don't panic if we didn't get you now. We'll get you. I've just been on here since 4 o'clock. I need to go spend some time with my family and my wife, so I can't be here much longer. So guys, thank you, Alex, again for setting up the trials, for putting so much work in. Izzy, for all your hard work. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for everything you do. Ruan, you're doing a fantastic job with the academy. To my team, we're very proud of you, and thank you for holding the Punisher's name up high. And to our fans, everyone in the chat, thank you so much for what you do for this team, and hopefully we can make you proud. Get a supporter shirt, even if you just want to buy a cap, guys. Just get a cap. It's so great to see a guy with a Punisher cap just saying, I link myself with that team.
Yeah.
But thank you, guys. Alex, again, thank you so much. I think that's it for today, unless you got something else.
We have to dab away. We have to dab now. You have to dab. Go dad.
Oh, dab. Yeah. I don't even know what dab is. What is dab? I don't even know what that is.
Look at my screen. Look what I'm doing. I'm dabbing. You have to look at it'll come now. But you have to dab.
And it looks like trying to dive or something. To dab. I'll pull a muscle. I'll pull a muscle.
Okay,
well, I've got to run. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Time, guys.
Have a good one. Cheers,
you
guys.
Thank you, stream. Thank you, chat.